everybody likes somebody and don't like the next person. And, you know, the way I think, I saw Roy Jones say something recently, an old video it was. He said, if Jesus Christ himself wasn't liked, what chance have I?
Podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
BoxingVoice.com.
What broke him down? Was it just a body punching?
I was hitting him with body punching. I heard him actually, he was crying in there.
You're saying that Biggs was crying when you hit him?
Yes.
When did that happen?
And perhaps the fourth round on.
BoxingVoice.com.
So that you knew you had him by that time.
Absolutely, but I knew he was tough and he was taking those punches.
Deryevchenko Productions.
Making women gestures like, oh.
Let's go, champ.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of the Boxing Voice Radio. Hashtag TBV podcast, wherever hashtags are used. We are back to discuss a jam-packed show. Damn, it's a good time to be a boxing fan. So many fights this weekend. We're going to be discussing, reviewing, predicting Daniel Jacobs versus Sergiy Derevyanchenko for the IBF vacant middleweight title. Once held by Gennady Golovkin, now vacant and up for grabs Saturday night. HBO's farewell fight, their last hurrah. On the undercard, Alberto Machado, the real WBA champion, right? Not Gervonta Davis. Gervonta is the regular. This is the super champion. And this is a sleeper fight. We're going to check the betting lines and we're going to give some advice because Yuandale Evans is the goods. There's a strong possibility that he may have a weakness. We'll discuss it later on. Then HBO, like I said, on the hurrah fight, going out with a bang with Heather Hardy versus Shelly Vincent. A barn burner the first time around. This is a rematch, and it's for a title, and it will get television time. We have to discuss the World Boxing Super Series and their fight with Regis Prograis versus Terry Flanagan. Also, Ivan Baranchyk versus Anthony Yigit. And that's going to be streamed on DAZN. So remember to download your DAZN app and get that first free month. And while you're downloading apps, don't forget to get ESPN Plus because thank the boxing gods. I mean, I'm really happy, you know, this whole streaming era, easy accessibility to the fights. I'm just very happy. I did not expect Kubrat, Pulev, and Hughie Fury for myself and any other Americans to receive it easily, conveniently, and ESPN Plus picked it up, and I'm just ecstatic. Not that it's a barn burner fight or anything like that, but it's a heavyweight fight that I want to see. I want to continue to watch Fury regardless of what the critics may say. And John Ryder, Matchroom fighter, somebody I've been hearing a lot of, so I guess it's one of those times where I got to watch him. I'm not going to say got to because I have no clue who the fuck is Andrey. I don't even know, Sirotkin or whatever the fuck his name is. Whatever, Mike. I don't know what his name is, but if I have time, that's the beauty of these streaming apps. If I have time, I watch it back on the playback. It's there. If maybe one of my listeners or one of the co-hosts say, hey, that fight was pretty good, it's there to watch. I don't have to watch it live. I don't have to catch a stream. If someone tells me it's good, I go back, watch John Ryder, right? Then we'll discuss a little Canelo versus Rocky Fielding undercard. It looks like Matchroom and DAZN and Golden Boy will all play nice, at least on this particular card. You have some Matchroom fighters and you have some Golden Boy fighters. So at least for the present, two promoters on a network are playing well. And that's what we like to report. The last thing we want to report is a new Cold War. And there's obviously other topics like today's Charlo press conference. Jamel and Jamal held the press conference. Jamal flipped the coin and ended up being, well, Jerry Cooney flipped the coin and ended up having Jamal be the main event. First time we ever see a coin flipping for a main event. First time we ever see these twins co-main and main event headline their own card in the Barclays Center. They tried to get it in Houston. Were no available venues. So I know my co-hosts probably won't like hearing that, as he wanted them to fight in Houston. But there's just so much to talk about. A lot of news and notes. I mean, Chisora and White still kind of maybe being finalized. Luis Ortiz on the Wilder undercard. Victor Postal and Paul Butler confirmed as reserves for the World Boxing Super Series. Chris Algieri making a ring return, but with some sad news attached to it. And none other than Earl Spence versus Mikey Garcia, a pay-per-view that I fought hard in the media to shame, is actually going to happen. It's looking like January 19th, Mikey Garcia takes on Earl Spence Jr. And it's just a lot to talk about, because you got to think about that world that we're in now where these PBC fighters are taking risks, right? Like if you're Mikey, it's like, why the fuck are you even fighting Earl now that Manny's over there? Like you're the obvious choice for the next fight. You're lower in weight. You're not a true welterweight. So much to talk about. Hit the thumbs up button on the way in for the live stream, and let's get this thing started.
BoxingVoice.com.
I've been doing this. I ain't been up and fell off. I've been through the Lennox Lewis era, the Nassim Hamed era, the Sugar Shane Moses era, the Oscar De La Hoya era, Mark Anthony era. I've been through all the eras, and I still been
How much you talk? You do too much talk. The thing is this.
People want their subjective preference to be the objective reality.
HBO needs to fire you. You don't know shit about boxing. BoxingVoice.com.
So it's Thursday, so this means it could be Crow Day, or what happens when you win on Crow Day? No Crow Day. So this is where we're going to do our predictions. We pick who you think is going to win, who's going to lose. In addition, we also have some World Boxing Super Series. We got Ivan, he dies versus Anthony Yigit on the World Boxing Super Series. In addition to, we also have the Matchroom card. John Ryder is going to be fighting, and I think they're going to try to set that with Anthony Fowler. And Rob can help me out with a little bit of the UK card. In addition to that, Ryan Garcia will be trained with Team Canelo. So all the criticism, all the things that people said they didn't like about Ryan Garcia, he has an opportunity to fine-tune it with one of the best fighters and teams out there. So with that, we got more news. But other than that, we'll pass it on to the next host.
I speak it, believe it, receive it. Speak it, believe it, receive it. Speak it, believe it, receive it. I can't say it enough. I speak it, believe it.
Two attempts, handed bands over. Sicko hit, shot and miss. Two to stand over. Turn up. Breadwinner, huh? Look who in the building. Let me check my Instagram. I might be at 1 million. And I'm in.
BoxingVoice.com.
Yo, what's up, baby? We back with another one. Thursday, flagship edition. A lot of news, a lot of everything, but one thing that stuck out to me today was Tyson Fury on Joe Rogan. And you're probably like, why, Mike? Why did it stick out? Never mind. I ain't gonna go down that road right now. But also, we went to Brooklyn today, went to the Barclays Center. Very nice for the Charlo press conference. This press conference was a little bit more respectful than I ever seen in the Charlos, but a lot more stuff to dig into. We got the Miracle Man back this weekend at Madison Square Garden, facing Sergiy Derevyanchenko for the IBF strap. Somebody that Triple G did not want to fight, but who has fought Danny Jacobs, so might be a good barometer to see which one is going to be the front runner for Canelo in May. So, Rob, how's it going, buddy? UK, baby.
And the main thing we cannot forget is I am the unified heavyweight champion of the world.
Dylan White, Derek Chisora, Big Baby Miller, Joe Joyce. You can all have it. Dominic Breazeale, whoever else is in America too. All of it.
BoxingVoice.com.
And I know a story what happened before that fight. Luis Ortiz had very bad blood pressure, and the doctor was going to pull him out, and he had Charles Martin on standby. But he said, no, I need the money. So he went in and fought anyway. And he still nearly beat Wilder.
He had high blood.
How you doing, everybody? Welcome back to another edition of the Boxing Voice. Yeah, I just wanted to play that because I knew it'd probably draw a smile out of Mike and maybe not a smile out of Nez. No, yeah, first of all, shout out Tyson Fury on Joe Rogan. I didn't get to catch it all because I was sort of getting ready for this. But man, he laid it all on the line. What you know, the stuff that he'd been through, and yeah, that was pretty deep. And you know, shout out to Mike. He said, you know, get him on Joe Rogan and let's see what we can get out of him. And that was, you know, pretty powerful stuff. So, you know, shout out to Joe Rogan for that. Yeah, just so many topics. You know, Eddie Hearn's been going around telling everyone that the US pay-per-views are done. They're a thing of the past. So how has Showtime responded? They've given you 3 back-to-back, December, January, February. So just to prove a point, Showtime and that, getting you all to dig into your pockets just to get one over on Eddie Hearn. So let's go. Let's talk about whatever. I'll just fill in while Nez reaches over and
let's I guess start with Tyson Fury since it's moved you and Mike and myself, right? Because my opening intro was a Tyson Fury quote. I got to give him credit for that. Like, he's a fucking smooth operator. He's a great talker. I mean, he had me captivated. It was an over an hour interview, and I didn't. I mean, I started in my bedroom on the laptop. I transferred it to the cell phone, walked down and made coffee. I didn't want to miss it. I seen the stream get as high as 75,000. So for anybody listening on YouTube, after you hit the thumbs up button, let us know what's Joe Rogan's normal live stream viewer count when, you know, it's not a boxer.
About 20.
No way.
I swear. I watch it a lot. It's about 20, 25.
No.
Depending on the person, bro. Depending on the person.
Anybody else watch it in the chat? Let us know. Wow. That was interesting to me. I kept seeing the metrics. I joined in 3 minutes after the live stream and it was 39,000. And then, you know, gradually got up to the 75,000. Ron, did you have an opportunity to watch it? And what, anything, you know, stick out to you? You're the only one that didn't have anything to say about it.
No, I haven't had a chance. I just got off work myself. So I'm going to have to peep it and run back on it.
It was.
I was going to say, just ask you the same thing, Rob. I mean, obviously you played a quote, but what else did you admire or like, whatever?
Yeah, I think behind the microphone, I think in boxing terms, he's got to be up there with the best. You know, like you say, it was an hour-long interview. I didn't want to miss it. I didn't want to switch off, but, you know, I had to come up, get the computer ready and, you know, get all set up for this. Yeah, it was just, you know, he kind of just laid everything out there, you know, sort of bared his soul to, you know, however many people this ends up reaching, you know, and fair enough, someone was obviously looking after Tyson's Twitter account, and I don't know, on Instagram, I didn't check, but, you know, they were saying, join us live, and obviously Joe Rogan's, we're live streaming, and so this would have reached, you know, potentially a lot of people, and I'm sure a lot of his audience are maybe not boxing fans. They're there for other reasons. So does this convert some to come and want to, you know, go and pay for this pay-per-view? I don't know, but it's reached people that it perhaps wouldn't have. You know, it wouldn't have been on people's radar, but it's reached people that, you know, it's now reached those people. So potentially there's more pay-per-view sales there. Did he, you know, win certain people over with his story? You know, I mean, you know, he went through the whole.
I think he did that because there was stuff there that he was saying that I wasn't even aware of, and it was just, you know, it brought me closer to him. You know, at one point he almost lost me, right? I almost contemplated up. He's caught in a lie. He's out here lying, and then he knew the names of the drugs that they gave him. You know, in terms of the prescribed drugs,
yeah,
right? Because he was so confident in coming back from the mental health issues without any medication that I'll be honest, I don't know if it's Wilder bias or not, but I questioned it. I said, did he really see a doctor? because, you know, Rogan kept pressing him and all his methods for wellness and health were his own. So I'm like, damn, did he really at least get diagnosed? But yo, he knew the names of the drugs and, you know, they were right on par with Rogan, and it was just deep. It was deep.
Yeah, you know, he talked about, you know, how sort of heading into the Klitschko fight.
Hey, Ron, sorry to cut you off, but this guy had his hand up. You just can't see him. I'm sorry.
My bad.
I was just gonna say one thing that I could definitely relate to was after my accident, I was in a similar low state, and they was trying to prescribe me medication too, and I was just like, kind of had the same opinion about it that Tyson had. You know what I'm saying? It was gonna make me not. It was gonna fuck me up for like a couple of weeks until it got right with my system or whatever, and I just went down for it. So I commend Fury on that.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I just wanted to say, like, you know, he told us the whole attempted suicide thing, you know, the convertible Ferrari and heading towards that bridge, doing 190 miles an hour. And, you know, at that point, he didn't give a fuck about his family or, you know, his friends, what he was going to do by, you know, leaving these people, you know, him leaving them behind and, you know, fuck it. I just want to die. And then, you know, says he heard a voice and, you know, think of your kids, think of this, think of that. He pulls over and he's shaking. And, you know, I know sometimes he's done Instagram posts and we're like, oh, fucking Fury clowning around again. He's a bit of a joker. He's this, he's that. But he's just come on and told pretty much the world, you know, just how low things got, and that he turned his back on boxing. He didn't want to watch it. He didn't want to do anything to do with boxing. And I remember he said it on the podcast after he won the title. I think it was the next day on Sky Sports. He'd done an interview, and he was like, "But this is probably my last fight." You know, he said he kind of already knew he was falling out of love with it, and he just didn't.
You know, that bothered me though, Rob, because he's talking like that again. Even though I got a huge chuckle out of, I'm gonna go get back on the drink. I love that part. I'm probably gonna clip a soundbite out of it. But it also worried me. You know, it also worried me. Is he really gonna fall back into depression? Is he really going to gain? You know, he said he's shooting for 450 pounds. Now, we can't say, oh, he's just joking, because these are exactly the same things he said before he did everything that he did. You know what I mean?
That's one thing that I definitely took away from it. He said, as long as I'm training, as long as I'm fit, then I will be healthy. I will have a healthy mind, a healthy spirit. So what happens when your career is over with?
Well, that's the thing. I worried myself. I said, damn, Deontay's going to send this guy into spiraling depression. But there was one thing I took out of the interview that he said, you know, it's bigger than boxing for him. He feels that his new calling is to spread the word of mental illness and telling his story. So after Deontay knocks him out, you know, he can just keep doing that shit.
I mean, he done an interview with BBC on their podcast, and he was sort of saying like about the motivation behind it all. And I tend to believe him. I know some people maybe don't, but when he says it's about, you know, not about the money, he said, look, I live in Morecambe, and if you don't know, he kind of even said it. He said it's like the arsehole of the earth. You know, no one fucking, it's not great, and there's nothing to spend your money on there. He said you can go to the fun fair and exchange £5, and you've got a tub full of 2 penny pieces, and you can play all day. You can get 5 sticks of fucking we call it rock here. I don't know if you call it like candy or something, but for like £1, there's nothing to spend your money on. It's not about that. But whether that's, you know, just what people want to hear, and you know, it's all about the legacy. But I don't know, just when you hear him talking honestly and open, it was captivating. And, you know, shout out to him and everyone involved. There was so many retweets and this, that, and the other. I don't know what the numbers are at the moment on the video, but, you know, it's done real well.
The video gets to a million, right? Like we see some of Rogan's other episodes get to the millions or close to the millions. I just want to see that it has the same effect, if not better.
I was definitely gonna get a million. Definitely, I think it's gonna get a million. But real quick, shout out to Fat Apples, the troll, in the chat. He pointed out that Tyson Fury lost Triple G's fighting weight, 160. Put that into perspective. He lost 160 fucking pounds, a whole person. So shout out to Tyson Fury and everything you're doing for the mental health and the mental health movement. I salute you.
Yeah, he said, what did he say? Cunning. He said
was his toughest fight,
and that potentially he's a better boxer than Fury or something, didn't he? And then also, he said he doesn't like ever watching back the Klitschko fight because he admits it was boring as fuck, and he kind of did what he had to do. But yeah, again, this has been a great decision. I think it's reached a potentially newer audience and can maybe only hopefully the pay-per-view can benefit from it. So
and he did this on top of doing a media workout earlier today.
Yeah, and he looks sharp, right? I saw you on the IG.
Yo, he did look sharp. Especially, listen, especially just coming from Wilder's camp and watching Wilder do fucking pads. Bruh, his 1, 2, 3, 4 was crazy.
Pop, 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 pop. It's like, fuck.
And then he would mix up 1, 2, 3, 4 with an uppercut, sometimes 1, 2, 3, 4 with the left hook, and end it with the right hand. I'm like, oh, shit.
I saw you in the IG live, Nez. I saw you.
Yeah, I'm watching. I'm watching.
Yeah, I saw you. Like, holy shit, you looking good.
Yeah, I watch everything, B. I'm out here, B. I was in New York today, B, with the Lions, because it's Lions only.
Yeah, you went for a coin toss, brilliant. But yeah, no, Fury looked great. And shout out to Dan Raphael on that coin tweet. He got it all fucked up in his ESPN post.
Real quick.
He said Jamal Charlo will be facing Willie Monroe and Jamal will be facing Tony Harrison. He got it all fucked up. Well, shout out to Dan. But
super chat from Chris Camajo. Camijo. I thought the fucking J was silent, but okay, anyway. PBC.
Maybe, who knows, right?
Maybe
he's not even Spanish.
Maybe he's not. Okay.
Chris. Nah, but I met him at the TPV Las Vegas Appreciation. I'm pretty sure he's Spanish.
Shout out, Chris. PBC preached about getting rid of pay-per-view model. Now the only one dishing pay-per-view. I'm going to pay, LOL. I'm a fan of both, but Mikey Spence, ?
Yeah. No, listen. And we're going to see all the fucking sheep calling in like, Ness,
here we go with this
the
shit.
UK, they're going to be like, oh, the pay-per-view, right? But remember, I was the only reporter asking everyone, like, you sure this is a pay-per-view? You sure Mikey's worth doing a pay-per-view? Mind you, I was wrong. I feel like an idiot now that you got me, you pointed that out to me on that show.
What's that?
When I thought Mikey's highest viewership was only 669.
Like 800.
You know how many I told at least 24 people that Mikey's highest viewership was 669.
Which fight was that? Was that with Broner, though?
Yeah, I told everybody that shit. I was so sure of that number. I don't know where I got it from.
What's going on? Ain't no sheep here today. We only got 9 thumbs down.
I mean, we got smart boxing fans.
Okay, I guess not.
Or you've got sheep that's sleeping.
Smash that thumbs up button if you don't, and you're a sheep.
Sheep are sleeping in the field right now. It's gone midnight, Mike. Come on. But very quickly, I just want to get back to Fury and doing his workout.
Off the ass fucking Fury shit.
I know.
We done with that
I thought he was going to
Whoa, Mike.
cry. I thought he was going to cry.
What am I talking about? Did I say the media workout? I was just going to have a little cry of laughter when he chucked Ellie Seckbach out the fucking place. So that's all I was going to bring up.
Yeah, he did.
He said a media guy was there, and he said, right, if you could just present your questions, tell us who you represent. And he went, Ellie Seckbach, and he went, he can go, get him out. And he was like, really? The media guy was like, really? He said, yeah, he's a fucking hater. I don't want him. See you later. I put the video. It's a fight hype video in there, and they finally.
That's so fucked up, man. I hate when they do that, man. I mean, what did Ellie do, right? Like Ellie doesn't ask any of those type of questions.
Well, that's what they said. They were like, Ellie does. He works well with us. Like he does good, But he's like, no. He was adamant saying he got to go. So
damn,
that's all I saw.
It must have felt so fucking shitty, bro. I hope that never, ever happens to me. I wouldn't know what to do.
You see a few of the other guys with cameras sort of look at each other like, oh my.
Yeah, and I bet you a bunch of creeps already made videos like media Tyson Fury, exposes me like fucking losers, bro.
Shout
out to TBV's 2017 Pioneer Award winner Ellie Seckbach. fucking pioneer this shit, getting no respect.
I mean,
Ohio runs boxing super chat. Mayweather versus Logan Paul on pay-per-view 2019 Showtime. And looking emojis.
Yo. That is funny. No, but yo, listen, with Broner and Pacquiao and now Mikey and man, listen, I'm thinking we're getting that dude, McGregor's Conqueror versus Floyd for real.
Oh, easily. That's the fourth one.
I mean, it smells like it, B.
That's knocking $300.
Well, let's segue into Spence Garcia. They're saying January, and we all heard the interview with Black Fight Fan, and
I thought it was February.
February, yeah.
Yeah.
In Texas.
Well, there's 2 dates, and you guys just cut me off, but I do it to you. But Black Fight Fan TV and 78 Sports had an interview with Earl, where Earl said late January, early February. Then Michael Coppinger kind of echoed that, saying January 19th or early February. Nothing is official yet, but it's looking like Earl Spence and Mikey Garcia for either of those 2 dates, with Earl kind of being right on par with that, saying it in that interview. Again, what I said in the intro, I just want to put that out and get your guys' thoughts. Like, why is Mikey doing this when it's easy? It's not easy, but it's almost obvious that the next fight, if Pacquiao can beat Broner, it's logical for it to be Mikey, which is a more even fight because Pacquiao's never been a true welterweight.
Dun dun dun. You did hear Angel said Danny's coming back when?
He told me March, right?
Maybe opponent for Pacquiao if he get past Broner.
I hear you. And that's the only thing that I like about this. I know Rob is rubbing it in our face because we always say, UK has a lot of pay-per-views. But these are pay-per-views that I'm all right with buying. Even though I didn't want the Mikey, I'm still gonna buy it. I don't want that.
You didn't even want it.
I don't want that.
You gonna buy it?
I gotta buy it. How the fuck I'm gonna report on it? I gotta buy it.
Well, that's true.
Mm-hmm.
But I wouldn't mind a Danny Pacquiao. I mean, look, the thing is, it's like I told, guys, I got an interview with Heyman's right hand today.
Oh yeah, long one.
The same guy, Tim Smith, that we were playing the audio for that podcast. Remember?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely a long one. I forgot where I was going with this. He told me something on this. Oh yeah, I was telling him today, like, how long have we wanted Pacquiao to be? I mean, look, it's not ideal. He's not in his earlier 30s, but how many of us didn't fantasize about Pacquiao being on that PBC side, fighting and mixing it up with those guys? And, now even Rigondeaux, that's official. Now Rigo can mix it up with those guys. Good time to be a boxing fan.
Absolutely. Real quick, big shout out to Andrey Diaconou. What the fuck? What the fuck? What did Al and Sam do with all that money given by Fox and Showtime? 3 pay-per-views over 3 months? Wow.
Yeah, that's my issue. It's not that you're having pay-per-view. It's the fact you're having 3 in 3 months. That's my...
You guys won't even feel it because my interview shows that in the next 4 months, right? From January to March, they're going to do 16 shows per month.
16 shows per month?
No, wait.
Three
shows per month. 3 shows per month times 4 shows, times 4 months. Then you got to multiply that times, the 2 fighters each, and they're all triple headers. So it's actually 6 fighters.
My nigga, is this math or fucking boxing voice?
It's math, okay? It's 3 shows per month, and they're all triple headers, okay? So that's fucking 6 fighters plus undercards, okay? And then I said, y'all letting Eddie Hearn and ESPN kill the game. They're like, no, we've been streaming. People just think they were first. We've always streamed. I'm like, well, you got to make them aware. He was like, yeah, we're planning on doing press releases and et cetera, et cetera. But yeah, so they're saying that like for the Wilder undercard, we're going to get like even the Areola will be streamed just like ESPN and DAZN and stuff like that. But it's something, it's going to be on the interview, on the video, but it's something like 80 shows between the first 4 months alone.
And Wonder Bread, you become a Patreon by going to patreon.com/theboxingvoice and you sign up right there. We got a link in the left-hand side.
And that's how you get to ask your question to Deontay Wilder, because there's a lot of you little fuck boys out there like, oh, why you ain't asking that? Why you not? Listen, those questions were specific to people that fucking pay their hard money, you know, and they wanted their questions asked, and they did. They got them asked. Like, it wasn't my time.
And I want to ask the Charlo some more questions. Ness will be in the Charlo camp coming up here soon.
That's right. Lions invited me, you know, because it's Lions only. You know what I'm saying?
Real recognize real.
But the question you were saying is what benefit does Mikey or originally what you were saying it's like, you know, why would Mikey go and fight Errol Spence when, you know, Manny Pacquiao's on PBC and everything was looking like he could probably get that Manny Pacquiao fight?
Correct.
Well, I think just like a lot of people think that this is a very risky fight for Mikey Garcia. And, you know, most people are riding Mikey Garcia off of on the fact that Errol Spence is just bigger naturally. So just like the Kell Brook scenario or the Amir Khan scenario, when these guys jumped up and fought, you know, someone bigger, I mean, that could be the scapegoat. Like, he was naturally bigger. I tried. I can still come back and get the big fight with Manny Pacquiao. Regardless, that's probably where the approach was going on.
Yeah, I mean, we always quite often it comes up, you know, Kell Brook, we've never seen Triple G hit like that until, I know we all know the outcome, but I'm just saying it's that kind of daring to be great.
Fuck out of here. Kell Brook ain't never did shit after he hit Triple G. He ain't never looked good even after.
God, you've said it yourself.
But we give him too much credit. It's like, are we still giving Diego Chavez credit for losing too?
You're not giving it credit because you don't want to give Mikey credit for doing the Errol Spence. It's just fitting your narrative. I've heard you say it plenty of times. We've never seen Triple G. We've never seen Triple G getting hit like that until we saw Kell Brook stepped up. All I'm saying is it's his
guy hit by Canelo, and he did it better.
It's his get out, isn't it? You know, he stepped up, daring to be great. No one expected him to win. Oh, he put on an okay show, but Spence done what we expected.
I'm trying to make, Rob, is that he was never the same after. He dared to be great. He dared to be great, but he was never the same after. Some of your fans, right? Some of your brethren dare say that he was done after Triple G because they don't want to give Earl credit. But even after Triple G and after Earl, who has he faced? He's just been like waiting for that big fight. We don't even know what's left. What version of him is there?
Yeah, I know. I mean, he went on and knocked out was it Rabchenko in 2 rounds, and then we've been waiting, thinking you know, the Amir Khan stuff popped up again. He was going to fight Brandon Cook at 154, and you know that fell out. Was it an injury or whatever? But he's back on December 8th. I think because of the rumblings of the Amir Khan fight looking like it could happen now, they've mentioned that his fight in December 8th could be at like 150, like, you know, it's on its way down to the 147 that Khan's trying to, you know, drain him down to for that. So I don't know, but all I'm trying to get at is this is Mikey, you know, if he loses, he loses. He was supposed to.
Well, I mean, going back to that Kell Brook thing, I mean, just for the defense, and I understand what Ness is saying, but going from Triple G to Errol Spence, regardless of the scenario of him fighting Triple G, may not be the same. Those are 2 pretty tough fights. I just have to give him that credit to a degree, regardless of if he jumped up for a money grab and you know, to come back to fight Errol Spence, who was just mandatory. I still have to give him some credit to fight Triple G and then go back in which many people feel and argue could be potentially the best welterweight out. That's all I can say. It's not the easiest.
I give him credit too, and I've said it on previous shows. Like, I thought he was gonna vacate. He took the fight, but he got his ass kicked, and since then he ain't fought nobody. You know, he was rumored to fight Brandon Cook.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, well, he's back. Like I say, he's back December 8th in Sheffield.
I just want to see you guys give him credit, and I mean Jamel, whenever they fight, because Jamel today was like, you know, this is not who I want to fight. I wish Kell Brook would have signed. Right, but I know once he beats his ass, they're gonna say, "Oh, he was washed. Triple G took everything out of him."
No, I mean the big thing I would just say is, if Kell Brook fights Jamel, I mean I would just have to say Kell Brook fought good opposition towards the end of his career, and I have to commend him for that. Fighting Triple G, Errol Spence, and Jamel is a hell of an end, and many people were like, "Fight her? That dude's huge compared to him." So You know, I have to give him props to some sort of degree. So if Jamel fights Kell Brook, I'm going to hold the same standard because I feel like it's.
I just want to bring it back to Earl and Mikey real quick. I don't know why. I mean, I understand why Earl is taking the fight, but I just don't see the upside in it in him fighting. We've seen it with Lomachenko and Rigondeaux. We didn't give Loma much credit for beating Breazeale because he didn't even give himself much credit for beating him because he was a bigger guy. Same thing with Triple G and Kell Brook. Even though Kell Brook maybe touched him a couple times, Triple G really didn't give him much credit. I mean, for beating a smaller guy. I mean, Earl Spence is the best.
Dude, wasn't that fight like 2 rounds anyway? People try to give Kell all this credit. Shit went like 2 rounds.
Went four. Well,
Mike was about to say Errol's the best welterweight in the division. You were about to say that. But go on.
All I'm saying is, you got Thurman, you got Garcia, you got Porter. All those guys Earl haven't fought yet. You can put one of those guys and possibly make it a pay-per-view too. I'm just saying.
You know, no one would say that Mikey is Jose Benavidez.
Damn.
I would, man, look here, bro. Oh, I would say that
and it was 5 rounds, by the way. Just
5 rounds.
Another round.
Do you think Mikey's going to beat motherfucking Earl?
I wouldn't pick.
He's daring to be great, according to Rob.
Does he have a better chance Earl than Jose had to
win?
Come again?
Does Mikey have a better chance of beating Earl than Jose had of beating Terrence Crawford?
Absolutely, because Mikey is a skilled fighter who's proven his accolades speak for himself, not me. I'm not speaking for him.
Whoa.
His accolades speak for himself.
You're even contradicting yourself right now. Your whole premise of Earl Spence beating Terrence Crawford is because Earl Spence is just too big and he cracked too fucking hard. Terrence Crawford had probably.
But many people on this Mike. I'm intelligent. Mike, I'm intelligent enough to understand what it is you're saying.
I know, but Ness wouldn't pick Mikey to beat Errol Spence. So if that was the case, then
you named yourself so appropriately, man. I mean, I wish that some of your knowledge spilt over into this guy.
What did he say? I didn't hear him.
You see?
Look, no, Mike, I know what you're trying to say, but he's saying that Mikey would have a better chance to fight and beat Errol Spence opposed to Jose beating Crawford, but he never picked Errol to lose against Mikey, hence that he wouldn't think Crawford would beat Errol. It's all linear.
Weight classes matter,
Yo,
man.
This kid's got pedigree, man. He's got good genetics, Rob.
I seen touch Mikey, and Mikey had a little adverse.
We all seen Jeff Horn touch Crawford.
Really? We did?
He didn't?
We did?
He didn't?
Chat, help me out now, Chat.
Wow.
Help me out, Chat.
So
Whoa. What did Tyson Fury say tonight? You don't get in the pool without getting wet.
You can't swim without getting wet. And he's only quoting that from Nassim Richardson, who verbally whooped his ass. You can check that out on my interview. Yo, that video still gets hits. It's crazy. It's like a video that just doesn't stop. It was him, Tyson Fury, and Nassim Richardson going at it.
That boy Crawford must live on the sun because he's extra dry.
Well, look, let's keep it real. When people are daring to be great,
last time I checked, he got very wet in that Benavidez fight.
Well, he did.
He almost drowned in the Gamboa fight.
Yo, look, all I'm trying to say is usually when people dare to be great, it's no surprise that they're the underdog. It happens many times because it's rarely seen. I mean, even originally the fact that when Spinks went against Larry Holmes, he was like the pure on underdog, and they had to go through all these type of sports science, and even at that point it was very controversial, so they had to do a rematch. And he didn't look so dominant because after that point Mike Tyson came and destroyed Spinks, in which we knew he was probably the most dominant heavyweight at that time. So anytime someone dares to be great, it's always surprising if he wins,
Yeah, man, it would be surprising. That's what Mike doesn't get, but whatever, man. Sergiy Derevyanchenko taking on Daniel Jacobs, vacant title, IBF, Matchroom boxing, last fight on HBO. So much at stake for this fight. Last fight on HBO too. I wonder how the production's gonna be. I wonder if they're gonna have some sort of farewell speech. Are we gonna see Lampley cry, shed a tear the way that he does? And who's gonna win? You know, at the end of the day, Sergiy Deryevchenko is a guy that definitely was ducked by Gennady Golovkin. You can be a fan of Golovkin and legitimately argue that he vacated the title because he had a bigger fight, which eventually went on to do 1.3 million pay-per-views with Canelo in the rematch. Or you can be of the, mindset that feels that he should have fought Sergiy Deryevchenko instead of Vanes Martirosyan. He chose not to fight him for a reason. Danger, risk. So in steps in Daniel Jacobs to take on that same risk, that same danger. But there's an issue with this fight for me. You know what I mean? I'm going to watch it attentively, but I don't know. I feel like a little bit because I know that they were sparring partners, that they beyond sparring partners because they were like friends, because they were trained by the same trainer. Like Andrey Rozier trained both of them up until this fight. He had to decide which one he was going to go with, and he obviously chose his son in Daniel Jacobs, not biological, but that's what he calls him. And he let his nephew in Sergiy Deryevchenko go with Gary Starks, who doubles as Marcus Brown's trainer, the light heavyweight, who's highly ranked in all the sanctioning bodies. So I don't know. I just don't know how to receive this. You know what I mean? I kind of watched these guys in the gym before, so I don't know. But I'll take it for what it is, a elite level, or at least in the division, top ranked middleweights in the division, which is going to bring something because Canelo's in this division, and these guys are probably, well, Jacobs, if he wins, will be headed to the zone, we're assuming.
I want to double back real quick. Jim Lampley was on Talkbox with Michael Woods, and he said he's going to take a step back after this last show, and he's going to just like check out the landscape. And he said if a gig come around that makes sense and makes sense for him, then he will take it into consideration.
He's putting his resume out there. Look at Rob smirking like, Eddie's gonna get him. Eddie needs him, bro. No, Eddie needs him because I mean, look, World Boxing Super Series is using Ray Flores and someone that I don't even remember. Ray Flores is more memorable. DAZN is using Kay Adams. Get her out of there. Put in Jim Lampley. Keep Chris Mannix. And you got a team because Chris Mannix is a young Kellerman. He's asking the hard questions and he's keeping it real. On DAZN Air, he let the world know, it's AJ and Eddie ducking. So he's good in my book. You know what I mean? Much like today on Rogan's show, Rogan let all his listeners know, it's Eddie and AJ ducking, much like the world knows. And he also said, it's so many sound bites in that Rogan podcast. He also said how AJ isn't known over here at all. Like, wow, he was shooting holes in AJ.
He said worldwide.
Yeah, he said he's not known, he's not known globally. He's known in the UK. He was shooting holes all through in AJ. I'm telling you,
He did say in Germany, Klitschko is a global star. He also said that.
Max Kellerman last fight with HBO will be this coming up fight, right? Or is there another one?
Well, they do have they have another a card at the end. Right? They have Bivol and Pascal is also fighting after this on HBO. So I don't know if they're gonna all disband. They're gonna have last minute replacements or just have them finish out the year because I'm sure they probably had some sort of agreement contract that he had before they terminated. Yeah. But overall, when it goes to the Danny Jacobs and Sergiy Deryevchenko fight, I think it's going to be interesting because I think the perception is we've seen Danny Jacobs with elite middleweights. He's been in there with Triple G, and we haven't seen much of Sergiy in the upper echelon in the middleweight division. And from the fights he has had, they have been impressive. They have been trained by the same trainers, and there is a confidence that these both fighters might have going into it because they know each other a little bit. It's a little different from like when Errol Spence and Lamont Peterson fought because I'm sure that Errol was younger and Lamont is past what many people think is his prime. So this is more like prime for prime that you kind of feel in this fight. So it's going to be interesting. And like a little fun fact, Muhammad Ali actually, when he had Angelo Dundee at one point, Angelo left his corner because he was managing another fighter. I can't remember his name. And I know this is Muhammad Ali. I'm not comparing, but at that point, Muhammad Ali didn't have his original trainer at that point, and Muhammad Ali was able to still get the win. And I can't remember if it was by knockout. So these guys are trained by elite trainers. They have been in a gym, helping each other. Obviously, Sergey's been there with Danny Jacobs, so that means he's been sparring and training with good fighters. So this should be a really interesting fight. I'm excited to see it.
One thing that stands out about Sergey, he's big. And he's very big. Go ahead, Rob.
I actually think he's very short, and you guys will see in the fight that compared to Jacobs, he's shorter.
Yeah,
And I think thinner too.
Nah, bro. I don't know what y'all saying. What I seen, bro, that motherfucker look big, bro. I don't know. Maybe it's camera angle.
Yo, Rob, William Hill is official over here.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
It is?
Oh, damn.
Hey, yo, and they're giving good odds on the Wilder Fury. It's Wilder's a -180. That means he's the underdog.
No, it doesn't. It means he's the favorite. That's the favorite.
Really?
Yeah. Plus, if it was 2-1, that's a plus 200.
I see. Let me double check.
Or you could just believe me.
Yeah, Fury is plus 160.
Plus 160. All right. But yeah, I guess I'd be
180. So damn, that sucks. I thought he was the underdog. I thought Fury sold it enough.
No. I've lost where we are. No, I think Jacob is the bigger fighter out of the two, Mike, to be honest with you. That's how I see it. I just think it's going to be interesting because this is for the IBF, right? This has got the next day.
Yep.
The next day weigh-in or fight day weigh-in, right? So
I thought they got rid of that.
I don't know. I just thought that's what it was.
Unifications.
Come on, geek man. Run.
Only
is there the £10 limit?
Unless something changed, I'm gonna have to go look. But from my understanding, they always had that ruling. But I don't know if they changed. Then I don't know. But I guess the narrative is if Danny Jacobs didn't do the whole IBF weigh-in or didn't do the next morning weigh-in when he fought Triple G, how would he perform doing it now?
Yeah. That's what I was going to say because when he fought Triple G, he didn't. He just went. He didn't bother with that, right? So we know he likes to get nice and big. So maybe this what's that?
Nice and big. You're hilarious.
Does he not? Does he not like to get big? Isn't he sort of known for putting on a lot of weight overnight? No.
Yo, yeah. So it would be interesting. I'm curious to see how that next morning weigh-in is going to be when he competes for the belt itself.
Yeah.
At this point,
they have the weigh-in. I mean, they have the weight limit when you're not fighting for the. When you're unifying the belt, there's no weight limit. But when you're like just fighting for the IBF by itself, then there is a next day weigh-in.
Are you sure? Because they had a whole thing when he fought Triple G, which was already unified. Is it when you have another belt and you're trying to unify, or is it when you're competing against any sort of?
He wasn't unifying because there was a regular.
You're saying the fact that there was a regular WBA means there was an IBF, meaning that they would have had to do a morning weigh-in because that's just for the IBF.
What I'm saying is, like, I don't think you can unify with a WBA regular if the guy has a WBA super. So the guy's just like challenging for like all the belts that Triple G has.
I think he had a
it wasn't really a unification with Jacobs. Remember, he was the regular. He was just getting his mandatory at the super.
So why was there a big thing about him not allegedly being qualified for the IBF then?
Because he decided not to weigh in the next day.
You can't unify when a guy has all the belts. You can challenge for his belts, but you can't unify.
So, but that's the whole thing. That's what Rob's saying, that if he's going to weigh in the morning, which he didn't do in the Triple G fight. So that's the whole thing. We're going to be curious and see.
IBF, though, he said fuck it, but he is fighting for the IBF by itself.
So he's not going to say fuck it.
Exactly.
Yeah, he's not going to say fuck it.
Otherwise, what's the point? I got a title.
We're saying the curiosity of this is the simple fact that he's going to do a morning weigh-in, which he didn't do before. So we're curious how he will perform because he didn't do that before. So he's going to do it now, and we don't know how he's going to be.
I totally agree with that. I totally agree.
I think he's going to be fine, bro. I think that if you recall, Jacobs has looked worse in weigh-ins in his past. But honestly speaking, it seems like since he hooked up with Algeria, it's been easier and easier for him to make weight. And if you think about it, you know, outside of Triple G, who else in that division has been there this long? Like Jacobs been in 160 for a long, bruh. He went for a title shot like what, 5 years ago, 7 years ago on HBO versus Dimitri Prague.
Yeah,
he had braids in his hair, so like he been making that 160 kind of easy.
I mean, say what you want, man. The guy fighting at 160, and it's gonna be the first time he's ever had to weigh in the next day. It's gonna be some shit. I mean, it's gonna be abnormal, and it might have a effect on him.
Maybe, but he's always been super duper in shape. He's not one of those guys that's out here drinking and partying. I think he's good.
Damn cat.
I think he'll be fine too.
Man.
So are we making picks?
Oh yeah,
yeah. I mean, look, Ness doesn't change. Most of my picks are based off who have you faced, what have you done for me lately. So Jacobs.
And Mike has a streak to uphold, so I'm going Deryevchenko.
So what is your streak? Consistently getting them wrong?
To be fucking whack at picking fights.
Mikey Garcia, like Kell Brooks, like Guillermo Rigondeaux. I'm daring to be great.
Yeah.
All right, Mike.
Yeah. That should have been crickets there, Nez.
What about you guys?
They're going with Jacobs.
Going with Jacobs.
They need to say it, right?
Going with Danny Jacobs, man. Just simply because the fact that I've seen Danny Jacobs in high-level fights, Triple G, he looked really, really good, and many people thought he won. So at that point, he's very elite, and Deryevchenko is going to be a wild card. So if he does win, he's going to show a lot of people things that we probably didn't know about him because we never were able to assess him. So I'm going to go with Danny Jacobs.
For me, Nez, you said about you look at who you've been in with and daring, and what have you done for me lately? Obviously, he's been in with Triple G, and that was a lot of people thought he won it, but lately, he's not. To me, been massively impressive. Was it Arias and Sirotkin?
All right.
Yes. So for me, he needs to step it up. He needs to put in a better performance than we've seen lately. But experience and everything like that, I'm gonna lean towards Jacobs on this. But I think it's gonna be quite a war.
By the UK guy.
Shout out to my boy Bayside Boxing for riding with your boy Derevyanchenko in the building.
Oh, it must be true then. Must be true then. Little insight for you. Who does Daniel Jacobs fight for? Matchroom. Yeah, that's why Bayside's picking Deryevchenko.
My bad. That's why you picked Jacobs. You're right. My bad.
So what has to be said is this is a really good fight based off that Lomachenko, Rigondeaux, whoever else falls in that category. Who else? Who's on that Kobe Bryant? I mean LeBron. Who, fresh out of high school, pros type of thing. Like Lomachenko fought for a title second time around, and Rigondeaux did it at 12 fights. You got Joe Joyce looking for contenders in 6 fights. The fast track route is what Deryevchenko's on. I believe he's got a 12 fights only, right? Yeah. No, anybody want to double check that? Maybe 16.
A little bit more, but let me see.
Whatever. I just wanted to say that. So on the undercard, we got Alberto Machado taking on Yuandale Evans. Yuandale Evans is from Cleveland. If anyone has followed him, they know him, I guess, most notably for being knocked out
by Fortuna.
Fortuna.
He's 12.
Not a bad loss.
He's how many, Rob?
12-0, 10 knockouts.
There you go. 12-0, 10 knockouts is Sergiy Deryevchenko, and he's daring to be great, taking on Daniel Jacobs, who is way more seasoned. So this is a Ukrainian with a lot of fights, amateur background, and they feel he's ready. So, one of those fights you should be watching based off that. But on the undercard, like I said, Evans is most known for being knocked out by Fortuna on ESPN Friday Night Fights back in the day. But he's always had issues in terms of promoters and managers. He was signed to Roy Jones, and no one's really heard of Roy Jones' promotion. As popular as Roy is, all he did was ruin people's careers.
Why you want to shit on Roy?
All he did was ruin people's career and not get them anywhere. So for Evans, he had a lot of time off. Not as consistent as like Tyson Fury, kind of off and on, but he did have a big stretch. But he came back and he beat Luis Rosa. Rest in peace. Rosa was into cars and he lost his life. But Evans handled him before that. And he's been on a little run. I don't know, maybe 3 fights the most. I don't know if anybody has it pulled up.
I think he had 2 fights last year.
He is skilled, man. He is skilled. He's sparred with Rigondeaux and numerous other people. Like, he was hot 5 years ago. I'm telling you, 5 years ago, he was red hot. A prospect without any big name promoters, still getting TV time, interviews, all that. But he's a street guy. You know what I mean,
bro?
He didn't go to jail.
Fortuna's not a bad loss.
No, Fortuna, but it was a serious knockout. It took time off. He took time off after that. It was a serious knockout.
As you should.
No, like Google it. It's not that long. I mean,
now Machado is big as fuck, man. He's tall and long,
and he hits hard too. Like he's.
And I'll be honest with you, man. I watched the Machado fight like in and out, laptop on my lap while the fight was on TV, just doing mad shit. So I don't know what's in there. You know, I don't know what he got. I don't know if he gives up his height. I don't know anything, but I'm going to watch this fight, whether live or on a playback, because of Evans. And I guess, you know, it's one of those things where, like I always say, I got to watch Machado when I got to watch Machado. I've been invested in Evans for a lot of years. So, you know, I want to watch this one.
I think it should be good. I mean, after this point, if Machado wins and he wins decisively, I would like to see him start aiming for some unification, you know, getting some action. But I think this is going to be a good fight for Machado. This is going to be a good name to have on his resume, you know, having shared opponents of Javier Fortuna, which we know that he's moved up, you know, in higher weight classes and performed pretty well. Won against Robert Easter, when a lot of people felt that was a controversial win on his behalf. And even then, like, he would compete against Adrian Granados, and he didn't look amazing, but you can tell that, you know, he got some crack and, you know, he's able to withstand some punishment. So I think that Machado gets him out quick, fast, just like Fortuna did. Is going to keep Machado looking entertaining for maybe a potential fight later down with Gervonta Tank Davis or with some of the other champions in that weight class. So I'll be interested.
Who is he signed to?
Machado's with Miguel Cotto's promotion,
and Evans is with Lou DiBella.
Okay,
which is a good thing. If he could get this win, it's just uphill from here. And what is this, 140 or 130 or 126? Because he used to fight at featherweight. I don't know if he's already gone up. Where's this at?
This is at super featherweight.
Oh, so it's at 130?
So that's Tevin Farmer, Miguel Belcher.
Oh man, look at that. So look at that. All that time he's only all that time he's only put on 4 pounds. You tell me this is 130?
Yep.
Hey,
bro, I just hope his chin. I just hope it was a good shot that Fortuna landed, and not that he's chinny. You know what I'm saying? Because he got hit, so you don't know if he's chinny or if he was just a perfect placed shot, because it was perfectly placed.
So could we say, depending on the winner, we could see these possibly on the zone, you know, HBO no longer the option to fight on. DiBella's doing business with Eddie. Would Miguel Cotto?
Listen, for Evans, I hope so. I hope so. You know what I mean? I want to continue to see him if he could get this win, you know. Even if he can't get this win, like how many of these guys, you know,
keep winning.
Today at the press conference, someone has 3 losses and he's getting a shot. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So yeah, I just wonder, you know, because it's HBO and we know they're cutting all ties with boxing eventually soon, after a couple more or another card. Is the zone going to be the pickup? You know, like I say, especially with Lou DiBella ties, and I don't know whether Machado would be a DAZN option, but obviously, like you say, they've got Tevin Farmer as an opponent. So I don't know.
I think they would, just because I know Cotto and Oscar have a pretty decent relationship from what
Yeah.
I've seen. So I think maybe he might get some advisory tips from Oscar and probably take care of, because I don't think
I think that Machado could land on the zone, especially with the Golden Boy tie, because remember, Cotto was using Golden Boy in the end of his career. He signed to them so that all his fighters could get on Golden Boy dates. Now Golden Boy needs more fighters, so they're obviously gonna give Machado the dates that he needs. You know, just to quickly point out, on the William Hill app here in New Jersey, they don't have the undercard for Daniel Jacobs. You know, for Machado Evans. So if anyone could find the line, because they just have Jacobs and Derevyanchenko, and Derevyanchenko is a plus 160. Jacobs is a minus 180. Same odds, man. That's kind of
Fury Wilder, yeah.
Same as Fury Wilder, yeah.
Regardless of the winner, I just want them to go wherever the 130 division is like popping it. If it's on the zone, go to the zone. If it's on ESPN Plus, then like go there. Like I want to get it to where like every division that's like has like champions, like kind of like the zone model now with Canelo and Matchroom. I mean Matchroom with Daniel Jacobs and Andrey. They all fight or are going to fight on the zone. So I just want like everybody to get on one channel, and the other division can be on another channel. It don't matter. Just get the champions together so we can get these big fights.
I'm gonna have to figure this out for you, Nes, but I think Machado is minus 900 and Yuandale Evans is a plus. What would that be? 550.
Oh, that ain't bad.
Damn, 550.
Like a 5.5 to 1, is that right? 550. Someone in the chat with me.
Man, but that, I mean, shit. So what are we getting for $10? 50 bucks?
55.
Is that the simple math?
55, yeah. For $10, you're getting 55.
55. That's so, I hate making less than 100. Right? Right? Yeah, but I hate losing 100. It's
I mean,
like,
look, put 20 on there.
Yeah, it's not, you're not losing a lot.
20 makes you 110.
We bet 50.
We might have to bet 20 on Yuandale just for fuck's sake, man. He's good, man. He just, again, I don't know if he got hit right or he got no chin. We don't know that yet because he ain't been hit since. I mean, don't get me wrong. Luis Rosa is a banger, but he's one of those guys that wants to bang. So you can outbox those guys. You know what I mean? So we need to see this dude hit while fighting, but I guess we will. I'm excited. I'm excited.
I think you need to run it past our bookie, our resident bookie.
Yeah, we got to talk to Bruce. I sent them actually the screenshots of Wilder.
Shout out!
I read that all wrong.
Shout out!
I told you what we got to do there.
Televising the women's.
Say that again. I didn't even hear you. Shout out to who?
HBO for putting this women's fight on, like not leaving it off.
Yeah. Look, I'm gonna watch it because I heard so much about the first one, but I was not live at the first one. I had Adam Sperber covering that one. She was actually on the
it was a
Earl
PBC
Spence card. She was on the undercard of Earl Spence versus Chris Algieri right here in Brooklyn. I didn't make it, sent Adam to that one, so I didn't watch it because it wasn't on TV, but I heard it was good. I'll watch it. But listen, elephant in the room is
what the fuck was on her face?
Is that permanent marker on Shelly Vinson's face? Did she put hair on her face? Was that fake hair? Is she taking hormone shots? Is this fight under VADA? Because if that's real hair, she's obviously using, hormone replacement therapy or hormone shots or something. So like,
I don't think Sharpies are on the ban list, Nez.
So it was Sharpies.
It looked like it to me. I didn't think it looked like hair.
I'm gonna say if it's real hair, bro, or fake hair,
I don't know.
MB says he thinks Shelly was proving a point. What point is that?
That they think she's on steroids? I think.
Well, I don't think you want to prove that point, do you?
I mean, yeah. Shelly on PED. Yep.
I don't think you want to prove that you are.
Look. The first thing is this is only WBC, so their whole sanctioning body, because Heather Hardy's the WBC champion. So at that point, they have to do testing, and they know that
no one's the champion, homeboy. This is.
I thought she was the WBC before. Is that vacant?
Vacant WBO title.
Oh, she vacant. My bad. I remember she.
You can have all the hair on your face you want.
Yeah, you can dope it up.
I didn't know.
So the only thing I want to know is, can she fight Katie Taylor? Can she fight Nicola Adams? Can she fight Michaela Mayer? Can she fight Pretty Beast? What's her name? Raquel Miller. Can she fight? Can she fight what's the other one? Clarissa Shields. Can she fight Hammer?
No.
Can she fight Khalil Reese? Can she fight Cecilia Brackets? Because those are the only women I know.
What's featherweight? 126, right?
Oh, well, she definitely can't find none of them then. Shit.
So Katie Taylor's at 135.
Yeah. Everybody you just named was like 135 and up.
Well, this makes it so much less interesting if there's nowhere for her to go.
Well, Heather is cross sports. So
yeah, you know she's not crossing, bro. She crossed one time, got her ass super kicked.
3 times, I think.
Really?
Yeah.
Did she ever go? Well, I don't have to.
Anna Houlihan.
I don't have to. It's called The Boxing Voice. You guys are the ones moonlighting.
No. Other boxing girl, Anna Houlihan. Anna Houlihan also.
Anna Houlihan. Listen, Anna Houlihan and Ava Knight are over there because they can't get fights over here. Now that the landscape has changed, I guarantee you they're trying to come back.
Well, either or. I know she's cross promoted and 2 different. So I don't know where her career is going to go.
Oh, wait a minute, Bron. Since you're the guy that deals with that stuff.
Hey man, you know what I'm saying?
Make it seem like
she's fought 3 times over there, and the only question I have is, has she fought? Yeah, shout out to Fresh BX. Absolutely, Hannah Gabriels is like my dream boxing chick too.
Hey man, she bad.
But since she fought in the MMA, right? Was it 2 more times after the one where the pictures are all over the internet of her getting?
No, that was her second fight.
She won her first. After that one?
That was against Anna Houlihan.
But she fought after that one.
Yes, and she won after that, which wasn't a great fight. I'm gonna be honest, it wasn't that good.
Yeah, but she still got balls, bro. Because I see, like, to me,
I didn't say nothing about that.
To me, I'm like, oh, she got her ass kicked. Like, she probably learned her lesson now. Like, this ain't the thing for me. She went back in there.
Yeah,
I thought it was Vincent. I thought it was Vincent. We were questioning whether that she had balls or not.
No, but everyone knows that was a metaphor, and everyone knows yours was a joke. I'm joking.
Yeah. No, but yeah, that at least this one's on TV. I guess.
Shout out to Real Naja chick. I always now, since her one time on her Patreon, she's like, can you guys talk more about women's boxing? And it's like I said, as more women's boxing comes along, we'll try. But now that there's always a fight, like I purposely remember her question and try to do my best. But
I hope we gave it
a good show.
I hope we gave it that shine it deserved.
Yeah, right. I mean, look, Michaela Mayer doing good. That's why I'm saying, like, can Heather at least move up to Michaela Mayer? Is he too short, you think? What, like, she's pretty big compared to Shelly Vincent. That face-off was crazy.
Yeah, what?
I can't even believe that the first fight. I heard the first fight was a slug fight. I can't believe you got a slug with a mid.
It was very high active. It was a lot of
no disrespect to short people.
No, none of that.
No, she is short compared to Heather.
I know, because some people take offense to that word.
Damn, I'm like, damn, she's short.
Yeah, she's super short. Like, yo, Heather needs to learn how to fight a little taller. But you know what? Look, this is what I do. So it's enough of being nice to her, though, because it's been years, and she's like goes through these. Like, she's like the Brian Vera of boxing in the female division.
Yeah.
So I'm going to just have to say the truth, and the truth is she's got to fire her trainer. And the problem is her trainer is her fucking husband or boyfriend or some bullshit.
Exactly.
And they're probably going to hate me from now on. But he looks more like her dad.
Yo, chill. You wish me a happy birthday.
Boy, interview, but I don't think I'm going to get it now.
I mean, he looks like her dad, bro. So it's like, and Heather's mad hot. Like, she could do way better. Like, she could do way better if she and I don't let me finish my sentence before it sounds bad, because y'all think that I'm saying she could do way better romantically. What I mean is she could do way better fucking with Robert Garcia or someone else. Like, she's in New York. If she want to keep it cheap, fuck. Andre Rozier is there. Gary Starks is in Staten Island. Sosa Crew is right there. Like, sometimes you got to change it up, bro. Sometimes you just got to change it.
I mean, she's been winning, I mean, does she have a loss on her record?
Yeah, but she's been winning, getting. Have you watched her fights?
Yeah, she does give up her height though, especially in that Shelly.
No, but she gets hit a lot. It's a slugfest. It's like you hit me, I hit you, and at the end, fuck it, yeah, girl, we had a good fight. Nah, like
I don't want to say
you taking like time off yourself.
I don't want to say it, but I gotta say it. A lot of women fights are like that. We trade punches.
Shit, now with Michaela Mayer, she looking like
that's true.
And not Clarissa
Katie Taylor.
Shit,
Katie Taylor.
I hear her last fight.
Yo, what we said, you can't swim without getting wet, but Clarissa don't look like, she's fucking getting punished. She out there doing some punishment.
Hey, no, that Clarissa and Hannah Gabriel, so it was a war, but Clarissa ended up
Thank you, Ron.
But in the beginning, though,
But War fucking he's trying to put Clarissa Shields in that fight in the same category as fucking Heather Hardy.
A lot of women fights, they trade punches.
No, you can't compare Heather Hardy fights to Clarissa though. You can't like that.
Hardy don't got the skill set of a Clarissa. Clarissa's a 2-time Olympian. Y'all bugging.
I didn't say she had the skill set of
you put her in that category. You said a lot of women like that.
But Heather's resume has proven to show that she gets in slugfest. Clarissa doesn't always get in slugfest. Clarissa had a very tough fight with Hannah Gabriel's, but her other fights weren't that.
Coming out the gate, Shields was always pushing for that knockout. So she was kind of getting hit. So
in one fight,
bruh, nowhere near
first 3 fights, bruh.
Yes, but nowhere near as much as Heather, bruh. Have you watched? Man, you from Indiana? How the fuck you watch Heather? How you watch Heather to even compare? That's what I'm trying to tell you. You ain't never watch her. This is the first time on TV. Yeah, silent guy. You lose this time, huh?
Heather does get hit a lot, though. I mean, you can see in the first fight with Shelly, she gives up her height a lot, and she landed the cleaner punches, but she got hit with some bombs. So I get what Nessa's saying. But hey, if you're winning, you're winning, man. But I get what you're saying. Get an assistant coach, get someone else to help some improvement. We criticize Ryan Garcia.
There's a lot of good guys out there. Lenny, I can't remember his last name, but he's like, I'm hearing he became the first in command for Richardson Hitchens, who used to be trained by Sosa, but he's from what Hitchenson's telling me, he's been training at Saddam Ali's gym with Lenny.
Hey man, this guy Bayside Boxing is so fucking smart. I did watch her in Bellator. I didn't want to say.
Oh my God. You know what's funny? Fresh BX Scout, my friend Alicia Baumgartner has this fucking profile pic.
Yo, no, Alicia, that's your friend?
Yeah, I known her when I was younger.
Yeah, you know what? Y'all look like y'all could be related though.
She's actually half black and half Asian. That's why.
Wow, she's all the way beautiful though.
Yeah, she's very
Korean and Japanese.
She's probably the top at the top in terms of female boxers. Gorgeous, like it's her, like because Hannah Gabriel's is still up there though.
I'm telling you, man. Every time we speak, hey man, yeah, she's my friend.
This always comes back to whether the female fighter is hot or not.
Yo, I know we gotta stop. We can't. We never do this with men. So stop it, Mike.
What?
Yeah.
Never sit here and say,
I don't know. I'm sure I've heard Mike say
many times.
No, that is true.
Whoa,
yeah, you're right. You're right.
Many times. Ryan Garcia, Anthony Joshua.
Yeah. We're not biased, Rob. We always say that guy's a handsome guy, easy to be a pay-per-view star.
Oh, hang on. I remember Terrence Crawford.
I've been really trying. That's right. So no female boxers or female listeners can get upset because we, equally say like this guy's a good-looking guy. He's easy to sell. He could be on pay-per-view. And let's fucking be honest.
It's
Sex
all about that.
sells.
Thank you.
No one's putting no one on TV who's ugly unless the story is about an ugly person.
Okay, enough of a fucking beauty hour. We gotta give props where fucking props are due.
What props?
Shout out to motherfucking DAZN for keeping this fucking WBSS rocking. I get to watch it.
Whoa. Got to just quickly mention Rashad Matty is on the HBO card as well.
He slipped them on there.
Wow.
That was nice.
Yeah.
Yo, you get rewarded with Eddie for winning.
It's true.
Because for bringing up every fighter.
No, you get rewarded for winning because I hear that Nikita Abalali, I got to learn how to pronounce that better, but White Chocolate is going to be on the Big Baby card November 17th.
Yep.
Is it 17th or 10th?
17th. November 10th is Usyk Bellew.
Yo, I can't wait for my interview to drop with Tim Smith. I hope all you guys enjoy it. You know, I tried to remember. You know, I'm like Jay-Z. I don't use no paper, so I try to remember everything y'all wanted to ask. I definitely talked about the Earl, and it ain't looking good for us Earl Spence fans, man. They just ain't thinking about Crawford, man. It's sad news, B. I'm telling you. Sad news. I mean, the trainer is not even thinking about him. The trainer's saying the same shit. They're using words like inventory, bro. They're using words like inventory. Like, now we got enough inventory on this side. And it's like, damn.
Bro, I thought Derek James was fucking Gregory Hines today. He was tap dancing now. We ain't talking about Goddamn Crawford. Nope. I want what Earl want. What? Okay.
Very, very quick. They've just 15 minutes ago actually put the Tyson Fury with Joe Rogan on the available to watch again, and it's on 89,000 views in 15 minutes.
Wow,
that's great.
That's plus the fucking YouTube. Damn,
that is YouTube.
Someone saying
for y'all.
OTKP, thank you for watching that interview with Derek James already. He said, yeah, Derek James. I didn't like what he said in your interview, Ness. Straight BS. But I also want to make note of Big Nick, who said, Ness, will you be visiting the Coach Solomon anytime soon? Absolutely. Absolutely. It's not over. I mean, look, and he might not get any better, but absolutely. There's plenty of fighters in that gym, dude. And Shushu, I introduced Bruce Carrington to Mike today, who's also going to be coming out of that gym, #1 amateur in the world as well. But he's going to go to Olympics first. What happened? Okay, you airdropping me, son?
Yeah, Solomon has a chance. I mean, it's his first fight, first loss. But Bernard Hopkins, no need to Donaire. Those guys all
needs a shirt to walk out in.
He better listen. I don't know, you know, because Sosa's my boy. Sosa's my boy. So Sosa needs to.
Hey, let's get a TBV shorts. Like, let's help sponsor like a fit.
Because she's Solomon on the winning trail. Let's get him a t-shirt to walk out into. 15% off. 15% off in the TBV store right now, right, Nez?
Oh, it is 15% off. What's the code?
Oh shit. You just reminded me to tell you that. I can't remember what it actually said. Let me get it. This was a great This was a seamless plug until
the code is all sale. ALLSALE. So head on over to theboxingvoice.com/store and get yourself some TBV wear. Listen, don't forget we got the TBV shirts with your flag. So you could get the UK flag if you're, UK flag, or the Ireland flag, or the Dominican flag. We don't have anything for Ron. We don't got like and none of that
gray shirt. None
of that yet. But yeah, man, 15% off by using all sale as your coupon code. I think we got through everything. There's probably some more news and notes we need to touch on before we open it up. If you guys want to say anything,
we can talk about the Rougarou World Boxing Super Series.
Prograis, yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, look, we got the zone to thank for that. Like Mike said, Flanagan finally in a decent fight. I mean, I think the last time I cared about a Flanagan fight was versus Diego Magdaleno, which I didn't really care because I never thought highly of Magdaleno. But shout out to Magdaleno. I just seen him sparring Uldani Urgas. Don't know how good that's gonna do him, being as though Magdaleno was never even 130 pounds. But hey, oh no, actually he was. He fought Flanagan sometime, so whatever. But not big enough to be Earl, right? So I don't know. I mean, Ivan Baranchyk, same thing. He's like a little mini Triple G, at least in the face. Never heard of Yigit, but I guess I get to watch him, and that's it, right? Like, I mean, I'm excited for the tournament.
What does William Hill say for Prograis and Flanagan? I think Prograis like a -800. I think.
Bro, they're acting stingy on the fights over here, bro. We don't have that, man. We got Josh Warrington and Carl Frampton, Fury. We even got Bellew, Usyk, and Jacobson. That's it, bro. That's it.
Are you sure it's just not? I don't know. But Skybet has got it. I think Warrington is a +500 and Prograis is a -800.
Yeah, Prograis should win. I mean, Terry Flanagan moving up in weight and not looking so great against Maurice Hooker kind of let me know that this is why he was probably the first pick for Prograis.
Man, these guys have an excess of UFC is what they fucking got here, bro. But the boxing is slim pickings. That's it. Those are the fights.
Man.
And we got to get to.
But FanDuel is official in New Jersey too, so I might try see if they have any fights.
Yeah, and then going to the other fight, the Ivan versus Yigit. I got Ivan winning that. He's not like the most technically sound fighter if you go look him up, but he hits you with a fucking house. So
He's trained by Pedro Diaz too, out there in Miami.
Hey Ron, what do you know about Anthony Yigit? I know he got like 6 fights, but it doesn't have like a lot of knockouts. Don't do this.
He's somewhat like an unknown to a certain degree. I've talked to a lot of people about it. So I mean, the safe bet is to go with Ivan. And the World Boxing Super Series, I don't think there's been an upset. I think the closest, most competitive fight you got was that Emmanuel Rodriguez last Saturday. So, I mean, just kind of look at this as an Ivan showcase to see where he looks in the tournament. And in addition to that, Victor Postal is going to be like the alternate in case someone pulls out. So what'd you say?
Chief support.
Yeah. So the simple fact that if someone can't compete in there, you got Victor Postal in there who had a pretty good fight recently.
Who previously ducked Regis.
Hey man, don't fuck around. Victor Postal come and win this whole damn thing, or just make Crawford look bad and Victor Postal gets smashed.
No, sorry. Obviously, Josh Taylor will take care of that.
Yeah. Well, we gotta move on to this big happy thing that he woke up. I'm so happy, thank God.
What's that?
What, Chris Ariola's on the undercard for Wilder?
Pulev.
Oh, my bad.
Oh yeah. I am happy about that, bro. I mean, I'm invested in the heavyweight division. Heavyweight division is booming. It produces knockouts. And I've watched Fury's maybe last 2 fights. So yeah, Pulev. I don't think I've watched him since fucking Vladimir landed that beautiful check left hook on his big ass and dropped him. So I'm interested to see, Plus, Pulev has always been a player. I mean, is he gonna get older? Is he gonna get old overnight? I'm interested. Hughie's young, and he's taking a chance. He's taking a chance that the Big Baby didn't want to take on, Bulgarian soil. He Big Baby tells me, look, I'm not ducking the Pulev fight. I'm ducking the Bulgarian soil. Well, Hughie Fury had no issues with that, so I was interested, and I'm very happy with ESPN giving me the opportunity to watch this because, again, Hughie Fury, again, we're going to keep using that term, right? Daring to be great, going all the way to fuck over there when an American didn't want to do it. So I want to be a part of it. I want to at least be one of those views and show him my respect. Like, yo, I fuck with what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? I like that you're showing, as Mexicans would say, cojones. You know what I'm saying? You're taking those chances to be a player because let's be real. If Hughie doesn't take this shot, like no one really gives a fuck. So he's forcing himself on us. And I like that. That's persistence, determination.
I'm definitely, I think, picking Hughie Fury for this one. I think he's just going to be too good for Pulev personally. And yeah, shout out to him going all the way over there. But very quick, there's also on ESPN Plus, they've picked up the Warrington and Frampton fight as well. So you'll be able to tune into that one if you're interested. But
that one really hasn't, like, I've heard them talk about it, but I think like Warrington hasn't fought nobody. I think like he's getting this shot because he's domestically known, and it's like Frampton's on the last leg of his career, and he's trying to stay over there. And I don't know. That's how I.
He beat Lee Selby for the title.
Oh yeah. So who's Lee Selby beat?
Oh my God! I was just trying to say, like, he's fought nobody. He's done this. He's done that. He took the belt off the champion. So
all right, but who's Lee Selby beat? And I'm not being sarcastic. I'm seriously asking. Like,
I know there was Alberto Ramirez.
Like if I'm remembering correctly, Ron, Lee Selby was a guy that signed to Al Heyman for a couple years, came over here, didn't really do nothing special. Someone's got feedback. Didn't really do anything special. And went back over there, didn't really do anything special, and now is in, he got into this Warrington fight and lost. Like, matter of fact, Lee Selby was this, dare I say, fraud? Wasn't he a fraud who was running around calling himself the Welsh Mayweather? Because last I checked, Mayweather ain't got no fucking losses. You know what I'm saying? So, like, when you tell me, oh, Warrington beat Selby, all right, who the fuck Selby beat? And I'm not saying he ain't beat nobody because I don't know. I didn't bother to box wreck him. But I don't remember him doing nothing interesting in the last 5 to 7 years.
Shout out Lee Selby.
What'd he do?
Look, it's a title, and you already know where this title goes. The winner of this is probably going to be out there. They're talking about other unification fights.
Frampton ducking. Let's just be real.
Who he ducking?
What's he ducking?
Who ain't he ducking? Gary Russell.
Okay.
Leo Santa Cruz.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Who else is in that division?
Did you just say he dug Leo Santa Cruz?
What's that guy's name? They say he was ducking him.
Yeah, they supposed to have a three-peat, right? They supposed to have a three-peat.
It was a guy.
Leo Santa Cruz is going after Gary Russell. And I just talked to Leo Santa Cruz.
Listen, last I checked, Leo Santa Cruz fight. Last I checked, Leo Santa Cruz fight ain't signed.
Look, I just talked to Leo Santa Cruz, and he said that he would be interested to fight the winner of that. So, granted, the fact that if Frampton gets the belt, why wouldn't you want him to go get the belt and then you unify?
Yeah, because if you get the belt now, negotiations get tougher because now all of a sudden you think you somebody.
No, it's a trilogy.
Oh my God!
You don't think Carl Frampton doesn't want to avenge the loss?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
He wanted Ireland.
To me, it don't seem like he want to avenge the loss. Remember, to me, it seems like he got in a fight with Leo Santa Cruz. It didn't go his way. He fired his entire team. He got rid of Al Heyman. He signed to Frank Warren, and he's been having appetizers.
Now he's got a title shot, and he's lined up to fight. Is it Valdez next?
He's been having Stefa Safaris all day.
Yeah, Valdez is talking about trying to get in there. Valdez is training right now.
Nita Donaire is fucking Seferi. Fuck out of here. Fuck.
Oh, you talking about Donaire?
Talking about Donaire, yeah. Put him in the same bracket as Seferi. Fuck off. Jesus Christ.
But so Donaire is what? Like he's fresh? He's fresh.
No, okay. He's not fresh. He's definitely not fresh.
He's done, or is
Nita Donaire beat fucking Seferi. Fuck it.
Is he well done? I mean,
I can't compare Nonito Donaire though to Seferi though. That's like it hurts my soul.
Listen, I'm not because I didn't even remember. But no, Rob. Honestly, I didn't remember that he fought Nonito Donaire until you said it.
Yeah, and then I'll bring it up.
No, listen. I'm glad you brought it up because I remember old Donaire giving him a hell of a fight. Last I checked, Rigo wiped the floor with Donaire years ago. Easy. Last I checked, Walters wiped the floor with Donaire easy. Last I checked, even Valdez, right? If my fucking memory serves me well, and I smoke Alapod. I'm wrong about that one. Wasn't Valdez?
No, he fought who's the guy that Isaac Dogbay just beat?
Isaac Dogbay.
Magdalena? No,
yeah.
Magdalena.
Whoever that guy was.
Oh yeah, Jesse Magdaleno beat him up. Like, come on, man, stop it with this bullshit. Then, 20 years later, 4 divisions later, then Frampton beat them. Get the fuck out of here. You guys are funny as hell, bro.
You get the fuck out of here. You said, oh, he's been getting softies like fucking Seferi. Then I bring it down and go, oh, I didn't realize he fought Donaire.
Okay. No, you're still taking
No. I get what Ness is saying. Like,
yeah, you explain it to this guy. He's hard-headed.
Look, I'm just saying a simple fact. Don't you put Seferi next to Donaire. That's why I was saying. But other than that, Donaire, I know. That's all I was saying. Donaire is way past his prime. This is the very end of his career.
And maybe 4 divisions above his prime weight. Like,
and his seed in the tournament kind of tells you where he's at. He's at the snack side, the showcase side to build up.
Let a UK guy tell it. Donaire's in his prime, and fucking Carl Frampton.
I ain't saying that. But you said he's been getting all these softies in the Seferi bracket. That is what you said. And then you said, "Oh, I didn't realize he had fought Donaire."
Exactly, but it's still nothing to write home about.
All right,
it's a different Donaire.
It just isn't at this stage in who's fighting Donaire now? Up and comers.
What did
get a name like Carl?
No, but everyone's saying, "Oh, Frampton's fucking washed as well because he struggled with Donaire." I don't know. You just get it all fucking twisted.
I don't think he's washed. He just needed that Luke Jackson knockout to kind of like get him going because. After losing
Luke Jackson had a day job, bro. Check my interview. Like, knock it the fuck off.
Donaire fight this weekend.
You've got a day job, but you say you'll knock every fucker out.
Rob's funny.
Okay.
In a Rocky undercard, Tevin Farmer, Katie Taylor, and Ryan Garcia.
We're just.
I wonder who's Ryan gonna fight.
Me too.
On such a big card.
But on about sexy boxers that need to change trainers, Ryan Garcia hasn't he?
Yeah, he has. Hey, look, people listening, bro. I mean, we never actually recommended that. I think it's too early for us as critics or just shit talkers to say, hey, he needs to change his track because he was young, you know what I'm saying? But it's a great change though.
Ain't you the same guy that was like, oh, he needs to get better? He
Oh, did I already say it on last episode? He needs to change trainers?
No. You saying because based on his last fight, he didn't look so good. He needs to get better.
I mean, I do call myself Nostradamus and shit like that. So maybe he heard the show and he changed trainers. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm saying it's a bad thing for me to say it so soon as in his career because it's still time to grow. But
it was his dad, right? He just grew up with his dad, wasn't it? Isn't
that the story? Like he taught himself how to box in his garage, and then look, this is a great move. This is a great move. The bottom line, this is a great move. Put yourself around a champion. Learn early. He's only 19. Learn early how to train like a champion.
By the way, I don't know if we said he's gone into Canelo's camp. I don't know if we actually said it. He's
with Eddie Reynoso and the camp of Canelo. So he'll be in big.
And Oscar Valdez too. Someone also pointed in the chat a while ago.
Right. Oscar Valdez.
He can get some good sparring with them.
Good sparring there with Valdez now. And Reynoso. Shout out to Reynoso. He's picking up a stable now. It was once upon a time just Canelo Alvarez, and here we are, or any Canelo sibling, maybe got some work with him, but now two pretty notable names, and they're coming from one coming from a big trainer, right? Like,
what this can do. We know Ryan. We always bring it up, the 1 million Instagram followers and stuff like that. But now, there's going to be clips of him training alongside Canelo. This is like even brand building, let alone skill-based building and fighting building.
Absolutely. And if you follow them on Golden Boy social media, you can tell by their caption. It was something like, and I'm paraphrasing, but it was something like, "The future of boxing gets with the future of boxing." You know what I mean? So they're definitely, it's like you're saying, they're definitely going for the brand building. It's a smart move if you're Golden Boy, Canelo, and DAZN.
So does this mean Ryan Garcia Facebook thing is done?
Yeah,
I hope so. I really didn't enjoy the Facebook. They weren't doing it right. I don't know if it was the matchups or the production, but I wasn't happy.
Okay. Shout out to Tevin Farmer. Good performance this past weekend and
a quick turnaround. Hell yeah! I mean, look, this is something that guys are going to be out on the outside looking in. But again, I can't wait for my interview to drop with Al Heyman's right-hand man because there's fights. We're going to, as boxing fans, either someone's going to be proven to be a liar or we're just going to have an abundance of fights and we're going to be so happy. Probably spoiled.
Yeah, looks that way. If what you said, like triple headers everywhere. My only thing is this back-to-back pay-per-views. Now, I understand there's some big names in these fights and you got to get the money from somewhere, but I don't know. I think it's a bit of an ask for boxing fans to
Katie Taylor
to have to pay for that.
What are you repeating Katie Taylor for, bro?
I don't know. He just randomly said Katie.
He's just thinking about Katie Taylor right now.
No, I thought I was gonna bring it up because I brought up Tevin Farmer. He was like, yeah, and my homegirl from over here, Katie Taylor, she gonna be on the card too, but she didn't.
Yeah,
no, because Net changed it to we're gonna be spoiled for fights. We're going to be spoiled for boxing card. Mike, you're all over the fucking place, man.
It's going to be also on the Canelo on the card. That's what I was getting at.
Yeah. I brought that card up. Let's just go back to what you want to talk about. It's fine.
Charlo's press conference today was, like I said,
I'm just box wrecking, but it's fine.
A bit more respectful than Charlo's. So I didn't see anything that was like extra exciting, but the walkout music was that shit was excellent.
Was it Chameleon
there? Was a fucking Chameleon there playing?
Well, hey, I got a Wilder's trainer said he grew up off Chameleon. Shout out to my guy. You feel me?
Uh,
Hensey didn't say any names, so we don't know if this is true.
Yeah.
This other guy's training on
Very quick, was this Charlo?
his name to the channel. Watch the video that the next guy with him. How about that? Is that good for self promotion?
Mike, you can't force Chameleonaire down on me, bro. It's just not.
Very quick, was this Charlo presser streamed? I didn't.
Yeah, it was on Fox.
On Fox, yeah, Fox
Yeah.
Sports.
Usually I get the Showtime link or I just didn't know anything about this other than that you guys were going and I saw the odd little post.
What was this like? Fox
Download fucking FanDuel. Yuandale Evans is a plus 580.
Damn.
And FanDuel works in Jersey now.
So
yeah,
was it on Fox Sports like Facebook page?
That's a good point. Boxing Loud. The Charlos were respectful because they were on Fox and they can't.
Yeah, it was on TV. I think it was streamed live on TV, right?
I don't think it was TV, but
or Fox.com. They said
something like that.
They said Fox.com. But you know what? My interview with the vice president of Al Heyman Boxing, he said that they're going to be doing 2 television shows in studio. He said, the way that football and basketball players get treated, that's how they're treating boxing now. So there'll be 2 separate programs of studio shows for the fighters to be on.
About time.
He doesn't have any names. He did say one rough name, and he doesn't have any announcers or anchormen yet. But yeah, about time.
About time, man. We need something we can go to
and
have like a mainstream outlet. And with the UFC leaving, Fox Sports leaves that avenue for like the UFC tonight. It can be boxing tonight. You know what I'm saying? It can be all kind of possibilities. So great.
So with that also being said, I need Rob to help me out. There's a Matchroom card also going on. It's gonna be
John Ryder, go for it, Rob. Ryder.
Let me get caught up.
Shout out John Ryder.
Where's he from?
UK.
Who is he?
He's a fighter.
What does he do?
He fights.
Super middleweight division.
Has he always been a fighter, or is he like a teacher like Jeff Horn?
A plumber.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I see what you're doing. Don't worry about it. If you just want to skip it and show your lack of caring, then,
come with your motherfucking card. Let's go.
Yeah, this will be on the zone. I knew coming into this that this was going to be a hard sell for a lot of people because this isn't one that's going to really, as usual, make the Americans stand up and go, "Oh wow, oh yeah, I'm going to tune into that one," because this is a lot of, on the lower end for me. But there's some really, I think, good fighters on there. Ted Cheeseman, who not long beat Carson Jones. He's only 14-0, but he beat Carson Jones. He's going for the vacant super welterweight title. And just this week, he's been calling out Anthony Fowler. So it's just something that's building domestically over here. That
the big 4-0 Anthony Fowler,
or the 8-0 with 7 knockouts. Yeah, if you want to get it exactly right. There's Isaac Chamberlain, who we know was in a stinker with Okoli. He's facing Luke Watkins, who was knocked out by Okoli pretty badly, but Isaac Chamberlain today said, for anyone who tuned into Okoli's last fight, at least my fight with him wasn't my fault, because that's like 2 stinkers and the common denominator has been Okoli. So he's trying to throw that out there. Yeah, Jordan Gill's another one to watch out for me. He's facing Ryan Doyle, and this is for the Commonwealth featherweight title. Jordan Gill in with around Tony Bellew.
The same guy that Ohio Davis beat up?
No,
he's undefeated.
Okay.
He's undefeated, 19-0. Sorry, what is he? 21-0.
21.
Yeah. Yeah, he's in David Caldwell's gym. I really like him. He's quite a skillful fighter to watch. Reece Bellotti sort of on the comeback after quite a sort of surprising loss to it was against Ryan Doyle, but he's had a fight since. I don't know. Hopefully, oh no, he hasn't. Sorry, this is the fight he's coming back for. But he could get back on the trail because he's got quite a vicious knockout punch. But yeah, he was surprisingly sort of beat by Ryan Doyle for me. But yeah, I knew this is going to be maybe a tough sell for, to tweak the American audience as such. But this is just one of the UK cards that you're going to get from Matchroom. That it's not kind of a next gen. It's somewhere like a mixture.
So real quick, did you mention Felix Cash and the Steven fight?
No, I didn't. I think I missed that one.
Well, I can't remember if this was fight, but it's for like the vacant WBC like silver, or no, not that. It was the Ted Cheeseman fight. You already mentioned that. I was thinking of someone else.
That's for the vacant British superweight. Felix Cash is fighting for the vacant WBC international silver middleweight title.
Oh, I guess. I'm trying to think I was thinking of another fight, but no. Okay,
but yeah, like I say, it's a real, obviously for the American audience, but we kind of like this. There's some younger fighters on there, and we've seen like Cheeseman in the last, quite a few. Personally, I've sort of picked up on him on the last few fights, and he looks pretty good. And like I say, there's been the Twitter beef with him and Fowler. There's been obviously one of my favorites. So it's
shout out Fowler.
Made if you said that near the microphone, Mike, we would have heard you. But
I said shout out Fowler.
Oh, nice. Yeah. It's just not going to be one of those ones that you guys are like, oh yeah, I'll tune in for that one because of he's on it or whatever. But in the next few weeks, you're going to be getting some good, some really good UK cards that hopefully you'll have more interest, like the Belly Usyk and things like that. So,
hey, what you know about the guy that Ryder fighting, Andrey Sirotkin?
Not a lot, to be honest. I'm not massively clued up on this guy. He's, let me see, 5'9" southpaw from Russia, 15-0, only 4 knockouts though. So he's not one of the big Russian killers by the looks of it. But it's just one of those ones that it's not going to blow everyone at once. But
really cool story.
But there is allegedly a prospect fighting this Saturday. It's Rolando Romero, so Rolly, the one that's been in the sparring videos, roughing up Ryan Garcia. He's going to be fighting this Saturday. I don't know if underneath Mayweather Promotions. I don't know if they're going to put it on Facebook or something like that, but he has a fight going on this weekend, so he's supposed to be one of the upper coming prospects. So
Fighter IQ, help me out, bro. Who the fuck is this guy that Dominic Breazeale is fighting? Negron?
Tell me about it, bro. I seen that shit and almost choked, man, on my lunch.
I said, nigga, I looked at the name twice.
I don't like that they find dudes out of fucking nowhere, bro. It feels like a UK card right now with this guy. Like,
well, maybe
or just an American card, which this is, yeah.
Ron, do you?
Yeah,
know
but
him?
that's the thing. Normally, at least we know both people, Rob. You know what I mean?
He competed in the Olympics.
Okay,
Rob, you don't want to admit that in the UK, it's a bit more international, which is a good thing. There's nothing wrong with that. There's just that we don't relate to that. You guys fight Italians and Russians and Ukrainians and Portuguese guys. Like, we see that all the time. There's a bunch of Nigerians in the UK fighting. We don't get that over here. You know what I mean? So when we get Breazeale versus some dude we never heard of, it's foreign to us.
If they come from another country, they're always going to be foreign to you, aren't they?
Well, I mean,
hey man,
his fights aren't really.
I heard him. He's salty. No, it's just I don't know why it's always got to be those shitty UK. Look, if you're going to leave the chair, leave the chair. Stop trying to shout down Mike's mic.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
but no, it's just always this UK thing, like, oh, it's a UK thing. Like America never puts on shitty fights or anything.
He doesn't just to fuck with you every time.
Yeah, it's easily done. He always gets caught in his words, like his boy.
What? If I ain't 70-50, if I ain't 70-50, I'm after it. I'm gonna just put it like this.
Yeah, put it like that.
Man, come on, you can't be doing that,
Told
bro.
you salty.
be doing that now. I fuck with Ron.
Doing there with Mike. You just
But
hanging
Ron,
around.
can you please tell me about the grind?
I mean, he has a decent KO ratio, so it's heavyweight, so you can knock anybody out. He's from Puerto Rico. He's had an okay amateur background from what I've seen.
Has he fought anybody in the amateurs of note?
Not from the current times or anything like that.
Damn.
I haven't seen anything. He's competed as a light heavyweight in the amateurs, but obviously he's grown into size. His recent win is with Derek Rossi. He's only fought in America a couple of times. So, you know, it could be a placeholder. I don't know too much of him. Maybe for Breazeale to maybe not want to lose his mandatory position.
Yeah, shout out to his mandatory position.
I mean, I don't know if he's going to get it, but the fact is he wants to keep maybe his high rankings or, you know, I don't know. But I can't really speak too much of him. You can box rec him. You can look up his opponent. But other than that,
one with 16 KOs.
Damn, my man from Puerto Rico.
He beat Derek, like you said, beat Derek.
1988. He a youngin at least.
I mean,
yeah, and he's 6'6", so he's not a super short guy. So
lost
I mean,
by KO to somebody who had 12 losses.
I think
he lost to somebody whose name is Epitanio.
What that
Yo,
mean?
He's got a name.
That's just an old school fucking name. That's like someone's grandfather's name.
Like
Epitanio.
Leroy.
It's not even
Like
Petanio.
Leroy,
It's Epifanio.
Leroy.
I think that guy's 42.
42.
Damn, son. Yo, nah, this dude was a veteran, though. This might have been a tough ass fight. This dude has 43 wins, 28 losses, 1 draw, 37 wins coming by KO.
Fight. This is going to be a tough ass fight. You just read that out again.
43. No, this is not who he's fighting. This is who Epitanio lost to.
Oh, I thought you meant this was Breazeale's opponents who he's fighting. Oh my god!
No, that's who Breazeale's opponent lost to. That's his only loss. Is to Epifanio.
Shout out to Wilder's mandatories record.
Oh man, yo, shout out to this guy, yo. He's got a couple Dominicans on his scalp too. Anytime I see Dominicans, I get iffy. Cause Dominicans, they ain't putting it in, B. Then they ain't got the money to work. Look, he got 3 back-to-back Dominic. Oh, this guy's going out. He's gone. He's gone. Shout out to Puerto Rico, man. Y'all better rock out what y'all do Saturday night. I mean, no, when is this? December 22nd. He's Dunsky.
Shout out to you.
Yo, he knocked out Derek Rossi. Holy
That's
shit.
what I just said. I just said that. That's the
Everyone.
How do you do that?
That's how he probably got this fight, by beating Derek Rossi.
I don't know about all that. That shit
Well,
happened in 2017 June. My man, where's he been at? Dominic Breazeale got it fucking easy, bro. Like, yo, he fought Amir Mansour, who's 44. He fought Azunu, who nobody knew and looks like a cruiserweight. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know, man. Zunu can fight.
He fought Zuzu, who nobody knows and looks like a cruiserweight. He fought Kasi, you know, like, yo, bruh, like, yo. Oh, shit, Dominic Breazeale. Don't tell me Dominic Breazeale already fought Epitanio. Oh, shit, man. Oh, shit, yo. Look, and Dominic Breazeale fought Nagy Aguilera. Yo, he been having that. He real nice round.
Oh, my.
You're right. He has had it easy because he's also got Wilder not going to fucking entertain his fight for, you said, 2 years, right?
Yo, B, he shouldn't be entertained, fams. What's his biggest win? I'll wait.
I don't care. I don't care. He shouldn't.
You out here making fucking IG posts talking about the heavyweight champion of the world who just fought Luis Ortiz, about to get in there with one of the best heavyweight boxers, is scared of you. Meanwhile, your biggest win is Amir Mansour. And your biggest loss is Joshua.
Yep. I agree. He shouldn't be anywhere near the fucking mandatory position. We all know who should be the mandatory position.
Neither should Dillian White with your whack ass narrative. Dillian White ain't
number one ranking.
He ain't
number one ranking.
Right now, there's an argument for Dillian White based off the Joseph Parker win. But let's keep in mind, he's getting them directly off a fucking loss. Okay? He didn't even give him time.
He's beating, oh, look, UK cards, and he's beating people you know. Names you know. That's what you want to know.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
What's your point?
he's ranked number one. Yeah, he can't.
Yeah, but that's exactly why I want to know.
He's ranked number one. Yeah, he can't.
Yeah, but that's exactly why I want to know.
Got to face Luis Ortiz first because my man said so.
Earth to Rob, this is exactly why I want to know both sides in the card, because then I know that Joseph Parker's coming off a loss when Dillian White fought him. He didn't give him an opportunity to be back winning.
Shout out to Tyson Fury, number 3 in the WBC, off the back of Pianetta and Seferi.
How close are we with the Chisora and White talks? So
it's going to be announced.
Can you name 2 people that could beat Tyson Fury in the WBC rankings that deserve to be in front of him, or are behind him that you think could fucking beat him with your sarcasm?
I'm just bringing it up.
No, keep bringing it up then. Now tell me the 2 that deserve to be behind him or in front of him, since he doesn't belong at number 3.
Bring me the rankings.
Google the fucking WBC rank. Google the WBC rankings and show me who's better than Tyson Fury.
I'm just saying,
because the sheep, sheep will repeat.
Dillian White said he knocked
That's
him down.
what sheep do. They follow and repeat.
Well, bad. Dillian White said he knocked him down 2 or 3 times, 4 times in sparring.
Knocked 2 down.
Tyson Fury.
Tell Dillian White.
He said he should be the man.
Tell Dillian White could sparring. Tell Dillian White could spar and get him a title or feed his children.
Well, he said after Helena's, after Parker.
Tell Dillian White why he lost his pen. Everybody talking about Wilder lost his pen. Where's Dillian White pen at?
Pen for what?
What you mean for what?
For what? Why didn't they pay for?
Because I last time I checked, Luis Ortiz said, yo, come fight on the Deontay Wilder card. Get this American exposure. Build yourself up properly. He said, nah, come fight me on December 22nd, and then went dark.
No, I mean,
he in a bunker somewhere. He in a bunker.
Yeah, and then Luis Ortiz got
Dillian White, actually, Dillian White is the new dude. Remember, you ever seen that TV show Lost?
Yeah, hell yeah, love it.
Well, Dillian White is the new dude pressing a button. That's what he's doing. Pressing a button in a bunker.
He don't want to do it.
Hell no. Hell no.
Meanwhile, Luis Ortiz has got Kaufman.
No. Meanwhile, yeah, Luis Ortiz got Kaufman. Why? Why, Rob? Are you going to lie right now? Didn't he say, I want to fight you on your card and got no contract?
I'm just saying. It's just
what are you saying? Tell us.
I'm just trying to get you all revved up because you're more fun.
And I want to see you stutter.
Do not say I'll fight. I'll put it like this. I stutter like Wilder. That's all good. I'm just trying to
answer the question. And now answer the question.
Don't duck me, son. You better not duck me, son.
You can look cute. This is what Fury does, because you guys in the UK, this is what you know how to do. You know how to talk.
Am I a Heather Hardy cute now?
You know how to talk and sing and dance, but can you really fight? Answer the question.
Let me answer your first question.
Answer the WBC question, guys. This guy's he's been on the ropes all night getting pounded. What happened to the WBC question in the 2?
Let me look then. Who could beat Tyson Fury? Who could beat Tyson
ropes? Fury? I didn't know that Mike has sex on ropes for that to be some sort of weird thing.
There's a freaky shit now.
No, you're the one laying your women out on ropes.
Well, not like ropes, like the fucking ropes you hang people with.
You the one said said it's weird for me to say ropes. Another stutterer here. Here we go.
Yeah, he hot.
Tongue twisted.
He hot. No.
Yeah.
What? If I ain't 750.
Who could beat Tyson Fury in that list?
Nobody, Rob. Don't waste your time, homie.
No one could beat it on the list.
No one can beat him?
No, is that what Mike just said?
No, we want you to tell us who can beat him.
I don't think anybody can beat Tyson Fury on that list besides the champion.
I was shocked.
Right, I mean, so unshock us, man. What the fuck are you taking so long to answer the question for? He acts like it's that many heavyweights.
Ortiz, maybe. There we go.
And we're talking about the WBC rankings. Yeah, he's taking all show to answer.
Shout out.
Getting it now. Right. I think Dillian White could beat him. I think Luis Ortiz could beat him.
Oh, wait. The same Luis Ortiz with blood pressure that's 49 years old?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think they would. I just think, coming back and straight away thrown in there off the back of the 2 guys he's beat when other fighters in that list have been fighting harder fights.
Do you think Povetkin can beat him?
Povetkin? I think we've seen Povetkin would.
Come on, that though, Rob. It's not like he's mandatory. Wilder picked him, a voluntary defense.
I'm just saying for the WBC. I don't know, just to throw you straight in off the back of those two. Well, I don't know where they were ranked in the.
So put someone above them, please. Who belongs in number 3, if not Tyson?
I don't know. I'm just saying to be put. Maybe he should have been like number 15, or he should have been number something and work his way in. But I'm just saying to be thrown straight in there off the back of those performances.
It's about what you can sell. Them other motherfuckers probably pay their dues, but they can't sell shit.
So why isn't he number 1?
You gotta be respectful. He gotta be respectful.
Oh, you gotta do it right.
You can't look corrupt now. I mean, you can't look all the way corrupt. And shout out to the
just a little bit corrupt. All right.
WBC organizations out there. Now that WBA now, that fucking WBA, that's that bullshit. Y'all got like 16 belts for every motherfucking division. Or you can be the interim challenger and waiting belt if you want to. You know what I'm saying? We got
a waiting belt.
We got a belt right just to wait. Just to wait in line, you get a belt. Number 7, then we got 6 belts right in front of you, bro. Come on, you gonna get
147 waiting belt.
Water,
White has the heavyweight waiting belt.
I seen a water boy with a belt.
But anyway.
Hey, shout out to Kaz. We got super chat. Rob can't answer Hearn. Then tell him what to do. I mean what to say. Rob can't answer Hearn. Then tell him what to say.
I don't even know what that said.
Rob can't answer Hearn. Then tell him what to say. Easy.
Rob
He's implying that Eddie Hearn didn't tell you anything.
Yeah, he didn't give you the
answer. Okay. I'll just have to go bah then instead.
There you go, Rob. Good.
Hit that thumbs down.
What you guys do, but let's get out to some of these callers. I think.
I mean, Chris Sergiy coming back. That's nothing.
Just be nice. Chris Algieri's coming back.
I mean, look, there is something to say there. I was just gonna skip over it because I forgot, but it's like I'm happy he's back.
That's the last thing.
I'm happy he's back. I know he's been sparring Daniel Jacobs, Saddam Ali. You know, a lot of these New York City fighters. We know that he's in great shape. It's been 147. Actually 140. He's coming back to 140.
Wow.
Yeah, he's in great shape, but he couldn't get out of the contract. Like anybody knows, he was trying to get out of that Star Boxing contract. He couldn't. So he's back on an off-TV Paramount Huntington, New York card. It's like that's the biggest regression in boxing.
Talking about Paramount
Theater.
Network.
Paramount Theater, bro. Like a little ass 1,000-seat venue in New York, in some fucking little upstate bullshit venue, when he could have just, this fucking guy, what's his name? From Star Boxing, Joe DeGuardia, doesn't want to let him out of his contract. Like, this guy could have been with Heyman. He could have been on all these TV shows. Like, now he doesn't even get to be on TV. And that press release is so fake. Like, yeah, I'm happy to be back where it all started, Paramount Theater. Get the fuck out of here. Who's happy to be off TV in a 500-seat room, man? I mean, it's sad, bro. It's sad because you know what? It's the fighters that are putting their lives on the line. They're the ones doing these 8-week training camps, running all these goddamn miles. And then you got, guys, which, look, I'm not saying that I know all the details. I'm not saying that my story is true, but I've heard enough to know that he wanted out. He did not want to be in this contract. So if he's still in it, it's because he couldn't get the fuck out. And it shouldn't be like that, bro. Like, if you want to get out of something, especially a fighter manager or promoter contract, you should be out, man. You should be able to buy it out, get out. Like, you're unhappy. If you don't feel you're being treated fairly, you should be able to get out. And unfortunately, he ain't get the fuck out. He ain't get out.
Do we know how many fights he got left on that contract?
Who the fuck knows, bro? I don't.
Just saying, man. Like,
he renewed that shit. That's what the press release said, that he renewed his contract.
He renewed his contract,
bro, because he can't get out.
What you mean you renewing though for? Fight me out. Well, he won't let you fight out. That's probably why. That's fucked up. I don't know, man. And he's not a big enough name to like force his way out either. Nobody's like bidding war for Chris Algieri. So, by the way, if you want to do any shopping like on Amazon, just go to the boxingvoice.com page. We have a link that takes you over to Amazon and just helps us get a little kickback. It costs you nothing at all.
Yo, I'm type mad. Yo, FanDuel just matched whatever I deposited. That's normal, right?
Yeah, first time.
100% bonus or whatever.
First time.
Damn, I wish I'd have known that shit though.
But they give you a limit.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
That's wacky. Where the fuck the fights go, man?
I got DraftKings. I ain't got FanDuel. I use DraftKings.
Very quick, coming in from Dan Rayfield that Matchroom, the November 17th card is being moved from Atlantic City to
That's fucked up. Nah, Zilly Zang Bang is in Monaco.
Okay.
Atlantic City was Big Baby.
Big
Baby, Clarissa Shields, also
New York. I hope it's New York. That's close.
No, get ready. Hold down.
Shit. Texas.
No. Try Kansas.
What the
fuck?
That's by Arkansas. Oh,
I'm not going to that.
Hey, bro,
he ain't got it. See, that's what I'm saying. Now he making it even worse. Who the fuck is gonna go see Big Baby fight? The name that he's fighting, I don't even know. It's not Frezzo Kendall, because Frezzo Kendall bitch ass. I shouldn't say that. That was disrespectful.
Don't say that, bro.
That was disrespectful.
He ain't get popped. Did he get popped?
Well, no. I mean, I can technically say that from a fan perspective. This motherfucker ain't fighting like 3 years waiting on this opportunity. Now he gets the opportunity, but the fight too tough, so he doesn't take it. Plus, it was $1 million.
No, 500,000.
Wait, just let me read a little more.
He came back out and said it was 500,000.
Let me read a little more.
Yeah, he came back out and said, let me clear it up. It wasn't $1 million.
Man, fuck it, man. Luis Ortiz got 500,000 to fight Wilder.
It's still a lot. That's what I'm
fuck, 500,000 will change anyone's life.
Let me read what Dan had to say. It also said, where was it? The key reason for the move is the addition of the 2016 Olympic bronze medalist Nico Hernandez, a flyweight prospect and a strong ticket seller from nearby Wichita, Kansas. He is expected at a news conference in New York on Saturday to announce the card, which will also include Brandon Rios, Canelo's older brother.
Wait. Matchroom signed Nico?
He's on the card.
I know Nico. He's an Olympian. He's one of the only ones that he went left field. I'm not sure. Maybe, who knows? But yeah, like he's kind of like that Saddam Ali story. Like he done his own thing.
Macias?
Nah, it's not Macias. It's not Macias. Nico Hernandez.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
He's a short guy though. What's this? Bantamweight, right?
Flyweight. He's 5-0, 4 knockouts. But yeah, apparently a strong ticket seller from nearby Wichita. So I don't know. Yeah, Big Baby is going to be fighting another one of those who the fuck is that guys.
We're in Kansas though, bro. I'm sorry.
It's at the Kansas Star Casino in Mulvane, Kansas.
Oh my god, that didn't even go to a good part of Kansas. Damn.
Yeah, I can't help you out on that. I don't know if there is a good part of Kansas.
I live right below Kansas. Well, for like 15 years, I ain't never heard of that fucking town or city or street light, whatever the fuck it is.
But yeah, Big Baby is fighting Bogdan Dinu.
I don't know. Can't just gloss over that shit, man. Why the fuck is Eddie putting the fucking card in fucking Kansas, bro? Big Baby on the fucking card. Clarissa Shields on the card. Who else on the card again, Rob? I'm sorry.
Brandon Rios.
Brandon Rios on the card.
Arias versus Gabe Rosado.
Yo,
that's name power.
When something like this happens, it's
DC Armory.
Yeah, but when something like this happens, it's a site fee. It's a site fee.
Casino?
Yeah, someone paid out the ass to bring this card over there.
Man, get the fuck. You ain't making that much money. Well, I don't know. I can't catch your pocket. I ain't never did it before, so go ahead, Rob. I'm sorry. But man, damn, in Kansas, bro.
Rios is it will be Garden City, Kansas native. Rios' second fight in his birth state. So this is also Brandon Rios' home. Sort of.
Has there ever fighter IQ? Has there ever been a fight in Kansas?
He just said it was his second fight in his hometown.
Yo, when's the last? Ooh, that Corolla fight. Why you ain't talk about that?
What?
Why you ain't talk about Corolla?
Corolla. That was last weekend, bro.
Oh no, that's in a couple weeks. November 10th.
Anthony Crolla. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Yeah.
I think you talking about fucking Toyota Corolla from Japan.
Nah, Corolla.
I thought you were bringing it up because Ricky Burns is on this this card as well. I thought
Burns on the card?
Huh?
Bro, you got enough name power right there for that fight not to be in fucking Kansas. I'm not accepting Kansas, bro. Can't do it.
I don't think Eddie's looking for your permission, Mike.
I mean, I did not look for him, but I'm a fan. I'm
joking. Yeah, when I read it, I was like, huh?
Put the fuck down in Mississippi or something. They got a casino. They been having fights down there. Go somewhere where people know about fights, bro. If you want to pick a small market, pick a small market that's proven. Don't put that shit in Kansas.
Well, I'm just going from what Dan's written that apparently Nico Hernandez is a strong ticket seller down that way, and Rios' hometown or home state or what, I don't know.
I pray that it's a typo from Dan again. Like he come back out and say, "Oh, I fucked up. It's not Kansas. I meant
Texas,
Kentucky, Louisville, something like that." But yeah, man, Kansas though.
Just read it.
Hey, look at Fresh BX. They have met many big fights down in Biloxi, Mississippi, at the casino. A lot. Tunica. Thank you, Mississippi King. Tunica, baby. Hey, I'm just saying, there's been a lot of fights down there. Kansas.
Well,
call the time.
Let's get up to the callers, man.
These calls are brought to you by El Camino Electrical Services, experts in electric vehicle charging stations. For consultations and turnkey installation, visit us at elcaminoelectricalservices.com.
Let's see here. Going out to California. Info. How you knew it was Info Joe?
Mr. Info Joe.
This portion of the show we call In the
Mr.
Know,
Info Joe.
presented by my brother.
And brothers, it ain't no show without your boy Info Joe in the building. Hey, put me down for Jacobs. That should be an entertaining fight. Put me down for Regis Prograis. Hey man, in the future, man, maybe we if a big fight could happen in New Orleans, man. I can see us after the fight going to party, drinking on Hurricanes on Bourbon Street and eating some good gumbo or something, man.
Man, give me something.
That way I think,
I need some crab legs.
Man.
Gulf Shore. You feel me?
As far as the Charlos, I'm not real hyped for this fight, man. I would have preferred Jamel versus Laura, but if Tony Harris doesn't get tired or KO'd, he could outbox Charlo.
I think
Jamal.
Laura is fighting J-Rock.
Okay, that's a good fight. I like that fight. Okay, I like that. But Jamal versus Willie Monroe. Monroe is the lightest puncher at 160, man. It's going to be a cakewalk. He's going to walk Willie Monroe down. It's going to look pretty for the first 4 or 5 rounds. After that, Charlo's too big. And I don't think Monroe has enough pop to keep Charlo off of him. All right. Hey, man, I want to chime in on that Spence and Crawford, right? As boxing fans, man, we got to stop being so fucking hypocritical, man. The whole narrative this whole year was Spence was the boogeyman. He can't get a fight. He took over the Porter Garcia press conference, took a big shit on Crawford. Fast forward, Aram said, let's make the fight next. If Danny Garcia, Thurman, Porter, or Crawford would have said, I don't want that fight next after what he said, and the only reason why he wants to fight is because he has nobody to fight on their side of the street, y'all would crucify and impale all of them niggas, man. Y'all would the media would be hot. It would be so many videos on YouTube made about how they scared, they ducking, they cowards. I don't believe,
man, you ain't got to tell me, brother. I already know the narrative. I know the narrative, man. I know what these guys try to say. Once Bob reached out and said, hey, let's start working, a whole nother story came up.
A whole nother story. But if it was any of them other guys, man.
To PBC's defense, if the stuff that Kevin, Al Heyman's right-hand man, is true, what he told Ness today, it's going to be a lot of fights in a very short amount of time.
I'm happy for Big Al,
Well,
man.
his name
I'm
ain't
hoping that they
Kevin.
do. I'm a PBC fan.
His name Kevin?
His name damn sure ain't Kevin.
But all I'm saying is stop being so hypocritical. If you're going to throw a stone at one, throw a stone at them all. Hit them with the same stick.
You throw the stone, Joe. Punching after the
What's
bell.
his name, bro? What's his name? I don't want to say the name.
Tim Smith.
Tim Smith.
Thanks for calling in, Joe. Dominic in Seattle.
Yo, what's up, y'all? What's up? I'm choosing Danny Jacobs for the fight coming up, and then Spence, if that's a real fight. And I watched all the videos. I want to get to the one you guys had on October 22nd. It was one of your co-hosts who interviewed Joey. I think it's fucking Joey. Yeah. So
Yeah,
who
shout
is
out
he
to my
fighting?
boy Danny Alvarez
On the undercard. I thought he was, in my eyes, I'm thinking, okay, I already know he's fighting Luis Ortiz. But then come to find out he's not. So who is he fighting? Oh, you guys don't know?
Luis Ortiz?
No, Joyce. He said he's on to one of your co-hosts. He's on.
Doesn't he
Wilder's
want Joe?
undercard.
I think he's waiting on Joe Washington.
Oh, he should fight Luis Ortiz.
Nah,
But
Luis
anyways,
Ortiz is fighting Crawford.
Travis Crawford. Or Trevor.
Oh, Travis Crawford.
Travis Crawford.
And no offense, Mike, I'm gonna have to say this. I don't think Crawford should get this type of build-up he's getting with the Spence, wanting to fight Spence. He was looking terrible versus Benavidez. He wasn't proving he was top-notch like Floyd or something like that. Like I said before, last time I checked, Floyd was the man in the streets. So that's my call.
All right. Hey, Terrence Crawford, brother, if you're listening right now, get on your IG page, man. Make you a post of Sugar Shane Mosley stealing off on Floyd. The only clean punch that I was, well besides McDonough. And make that your caption. I could do it better. If you want to beat a man, you got to beat the man. And Floyd out here tap dancing, saying he want in, he want out, he want to fight a UFC fighter. Call him out, man. Make some noise. You can't get Earl right now. You damn sure not getting Danny. So hey, call out damn King.
Okay.
All right. Yo, I officially did it. Yo, I placed some money on Yuandale. Fuck it.
Okay.
Rob dipped off on us, huh? Dominic, you done, huh? Gary, Texas, holla.
What up, Gary?
So, what's going on, TBV?
What up? Gary, Gary, what do you know about? Anyway, I don't want to steal your call. Go ahead.
No, yeah, what's up?
You know anything about Yuandale Evans?
He beat Luis Rosa, right?
Yeah. Who you like
That's
in that
all I know
fight?
about him. He beat Luis Rosa on what was I like taking Yuandale Evans with those odds.
Yeah, I know.
I
Plus
would take that.
580. Plus 580 is big.
You got,
but he's so short. I seen that face off. He's so short, man. Short, man. But go ahead. You still there?
Even if you five, again, yeah, I'm here. All right. I want to get in. I want to take Jacobs to outbox Derevyanchenko. And I want to throw a wild card. I want to take the upset. I want to take Terry Flanagan to upset the Boogeyman and beat Prograis.
Ooh.
Real quick, make sure you get that down because when I call in on Sunday, you guys have that written down.
Gary
You heard it here first.
Terry Flanagan.
With this Mikey Garcia and Errol Spence fight, I've heard this so many times. This is like the girl that cried wolf. I mean, if this fight was going to happen, wouldn't it have happened already? Wouldn't it have been signed already? Plus, Mikey's already got a fight signed with Richard Coleman. It just doesn't have a date. So, I mean,
I think that fight
Michael
got, like,
Carpenter
recalled or
reported
some
2
shit.
days.
Some weird happened.
I never heard of that. So neither of them have a fight right now. But 2 days ago, Michael Carpenter reported that Spence was close to signing a fight with Collazo for February in Dallas at the same venue, the Star, where he fought Ocampo. That was like 2 days ago. Now, all of a sudden, he's close to getting this fight signed with Mikey Garcia, which was dead in the water months ago. I mean, I don't know.
Mikey
I think
change your heart. I mean,
Mikey's fight is.
I mean, not necessarily dead in the water. Remember that even when this was rumored, it was rumored to be December or January. So now it's really only been pushed a month, right? They're saying January, February.
And let's not forget, Mikey always wanted it. It was his brother them that didn't want it, and maybe they talked him out of it then. But Mikey changed his mind back, like, yeah, I want Earl Spence.
And Mikey didn't sign with Comey yet. Comey tweeted out saying that he's waiting and it's gone to purse bid already. So at that point, that fight hasn't actually been officially signed.
Maybe Mikey drops that 135 belt, and we have a rematch of Comey versus Easter. Good fight.
Yeah, Comey tweeted out recently saying that he was ready to sign his part, but it wasn't actually signed on Mikey's behalf.
let's be real. Right? If you're gonna go up to 147, right? Wouldn't you rather fight? Wouldn't you rather fight Pacquiao, who's about your size?
But Pacquiao already got with
You would think the money is going to be about the same.
But you want maybe he don't want to be out of the ring so long. And look, check this out, Gary. There's a risk in losing to Pacquiao. It's like a 50-50 fight, or maybe 60-40 towards Mikey. But with Earl Spence, you're doing what everybody knows that probably won't happen. Daring to be great, just like Guillermo, just like Kell Brook. You're daring to be great. But if you don't win, there's no pressure on you. There's no like, oh man, he should have won. There's none of that.
I get that, but if Pacquiao beats you, he beats you. If Errol Spence beats you, he beats the dog snot out of you, and you never the same again. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a bigger.
You gotta realize it's his brother in his corner. His brother not gonna let his little brother get his ass beat like that. He gonna throw that fucking towel in you. He ain't gonna let Errol Spence just beat.
You're right about that.
You're
right about that.
But Gary,
all good points.
What I'm saying is that Mikey could.
Hell yeah, you talking all the ball like a mojo. Yo. So I found a prop bet.
Prop bet for what?
Daniel Jacobs.
And what else?
Is it considered? No, that's not a prop bet. Method of victory. Daniel Jacobs on points decision is a plus 110. That's all right.
No, I mean, bet 100 win 110, 210.
Yo, because it's points of decision. Like, who the fuck is picking Jacobs to win by knockout?
I mean, it's a sparring part. I don't know, bro. I don't know.
Talking to the mic, we don't know what you saying.
It's a sparring partner, so I don't know. I mean, maybe he can knock him out. Never know. I don't know, bro. What's Deryevchenko to win? Period. By points, knockout, decision, all that shit.
Deryevchenko. Damn, points decision for Deryevchenko's plus 300.
That ain't bad. That ain't as much.
Yo, KO or TKO is plus 600.
That's okay. That's the only way that I see him winning, though. And been clipped before. Been clipped twice. But, I mean,
what's his knockout ratio?
12 fights, 10 knockouts.
Did he knock out? Did he knock out that Jamaican dude or Caribbean dude that Curtis Stevens fought? Ain't that he's on his list, right? Let me pull him up.
I know he has a pretty high.
Let me get to a call in the meantime. I want to say this is.
I'll put him up.
This is got to be Josh in New Orleans, right?
Hello.
What up, Josh? Right?
All right. Yeah, this is Josh. Let me pull it over.
And you on speaker. Wailing with your speaker and your bluey tooth.
He said he pulling over. He
They go soft ass Mike. Just soft ass son.
All right. Let me start off by Mike. When I first heard you talk, I didn't think me and you was gonna be able to agree about much, but I'm gonna back you up on the Bud topic. Ness, normally me and you agree, but you need to learn how to put some respect on Bud's name. I've been where you was at one time. That's with Bud. I remember when Bud fought Gamboa, and when Gamboa was a dominant fighter, I mean, before he got Bud gave him his first loss, I was going for Gamboa, and I couldn't understand how the fuck this dude is getting with him. So I was of course on first few rounds. You remember how the fight went? Gamboa was piecing him up. I'm like, yeah, he about to beat this nigga. He about to knock Bud out and stuff. I didn't believe the height. I didn't believe or anything. But we all know how the fight went. And then I said, okay, man, this dude got the goods. And ever since then, I've been a fan. Same thing with Deontay Wilder on the first Bermain-Stavern fight. Didn't buy into him and stuff like that. Thought the dude was a hype job. He had them skinny-ass legs. He looked like a basketball player. Okay. I seen the dude could hold his own. He could box for the distance. I've been sold ever since. Errol Spence Jr., I'm a big fan of Errol Spence Jr. I live in Dallas, Texas. I've been in the gym around him, his training and everything. The talk is different to me when it comes down to Bud. It's always been different talk when it came down to Bud Crawford. Errol Spence been calling out a lot of people. He been hounding a lot of people. He earned that name, the Truth, the No Smoke Jr., all that. But I ain't never heard him talk like that about Bud Crawford. It became business talk. I believe Crawford is the only fighter I believe in welterweight that can beat Errol Spence Jr. And let me get on that second caller you got on. I don't remember the name. I think it was Dominique, the one that came after Info Joe. People like him, he need to stay the fuck away from boxing. He started doing some comparison shit. He said something about the dude was getting pieced up. What Terrence Crawford ran into was fighting a dude that was way bigger than him. Obviously had long enough arms and was a good enough counter puncher to where when Bud would come in, he would get touched up a few times. He must ain't never been in a fight. He must ain't never been in a boxing ring, and he was talking crazy. People like him is detrimental to the sport, and they're fucking retarded.
And
people
bro,
like that don't even they shouldn't even call in.
They look at Terrence Crawford and think that he's a Mayweather, but he take way more risk than Mayweather because he want to give the fans what they want to see.
Thank you. When you gamble, and you willing to go in, when you go in and exchange, you're going to get pieced up in boxing, no matter how good you are. If you're a defensive fighter, you're just going to work on your craft, and you will not get touched. Bud Crawford is the man.
Are you cut him off? Because he's speaking that real shit.
No, because if I let everybody go, we're gonna be here forever, bro. Like, and everybody knows they get 3 minutes. Like, one dude got a little bit more time. I can't let everybody. It's just like long ass list. You feel me?
And real quick, I think people always forget that Mayweather had more fights than what he fought in his 30s, 5s, 36, 37.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I remember when he was younger, man.
I totally agree with that.
Pretty boy Floyd.
Let's go to JD in Texas.
JD, motherfucker. There's a lot of things I like to move, so just try to get on my game. I don't know why they gonna call me, but I'm a 54 pounder. But I have a brother that's at 160.
Yo. You know, I had to call in on a Daniel Jacobs show, man. And it's actually gonna be a good fight. I see the skill in that dude. It's gonna be a tough fight. Hopefully he pull it off. I think he will. As far as the Crawford, the Spence Mikey Garcia fight, I've been saying this for a while, man. Look, I'm not writing Mikey off at all, like, cause I go back to 2 fights, man. When I know it's Broner, right? But Broner like had respect for that dude. If you go back and watch that fight, like, Mikey must hit hard as shit. So,
both Broner and Robert Easter said that. I mean, Robert Easter made it real clear that Mikey hits very hard.
Yeah.
He also said that Errol hits differently than Mikey too. So he says that Errol's strength and power is way above Mikey's.
Right, and then it's gonna be, I don't know, man. It's gonna be like I said, I wouldn't write Mikey off and say he's too little. Fuck all that. I said they got respect for his power. And one other thing, that dude Yuandale Evans, you remember
I had fought that dude. He is little, but that little motherfucker know how to he know how to slip the shit out of some jab. Like he can get in the inside. You know what I mean? And he a little quick motherfucker, man.
Don't say that because I put real little money on there. I'm trying to bet like Bruce, but I really wanted to bet like Ness, B. You bet 100 on Yuandale. You making 580. That's rent money.
You lying about that?
Yo, but you know, I haven't seen the guy that he fight though.
Me neither. I never seen Machado like that, man. I ain't watched Machado like that, man. Sucks too, bro, because that's a good little scrap.
That, like,
so he beat you, JD?
But
he obviously beat you. He a pro.
Yeah, man. Yeah, he it was a short notice fight. I took it like in a week, but whatever. Whatever. We ain't got to talk about that shit. But
so listen, how are you picking Jacobs? Because there's some pretty nice bets on Jacobs' fight. So what are you doing there?
Man, it's hard to say because I haven't seen that dude fight the top level. You know what I mean? Like I don't know if he can take a solid punch because Jacobs will land. You know what I mean? So I give it Jacobs UD.
You know, I'm thinking to myself, yo, Jacobs' only loss is a knockout. Can another European come out of nowhere and knock him out? I mean, Deryevchenko has been knocking everybody out. It's just the bottom line. He's been knocking everybody out. Like, he had a unanimous decision in his second fight. Like, he's on a knockout streak right now. And they're not the level of Daniel Jacobs. But he knows Jacobs. And they're giving you big money on the knockout. That's for sure. But that's probably why, because they don't think it's going to happen. But that could be based off the level of opposition, right?
You don't know the power going to keep coming. One level rise up. But, I mean, we seen Jacobs get hit by a Triple G.
Yeah, no, it seems like Jacobs' chinny days are over, you know? I mean, he went down, but he takes the shots. Like, you know, he takes them. He's not getting knocked out. But they're giving big money on a knockout, bro. Big
Last
money.
time he faced a big puncher.
Triple G's the big
Is
puncher.
Triple G really a big puncher, though?
I mean, that's what the world thought, right?
Okay. Well, you're right.
That's what we thought, I guess, you know. We're going to... Oh, shit. Look who it is. Alumni
status. Uh-oh. Dun.
Where is that?
And we're going to get to
Long Beach in the house. Yeah.
What's good, fellas? Hey, Ness, is there an update on the December 1st, on the December 1st anniversary night?
Should be having something this week, man. I'm communicating with the. You got feedback, JP. You got the radio on, but I'm communicating with the location and just trying to lock it in.
Okay, cool. Yeah, man, but we all know, and I'm in total agreement with Mike, and I said it a long time ago.
But really quick
Mike
though.
Okay.
Being from LA, is midnight too soon to end it?
Shit, it got to be an after party. You can't leave fellas out there with liquor in their system.
Well, that's the thing, man.
After
That's really my biggest issue, brother. I'm not finding big enough locations to house 150 people that let us stay till 2 a.m. It's just like real difficult.
So what type of venue you have in mind? You like maybe a...
I mean, you know, I'm open. I'm open. But get with Fern because he's actually helping me. And
shout out Fern Gully.
Yeah, I got a good venue. GS in Inglewood.
How far is that? How far is that from the spot though? From the fight? Because everybody's gonna fly in and kind of book their flights and hotels around the fight.
LA traffic, that's damn near an hour.
See,
I mean,
that's
yeah,
not gonna
that's-
be good. And
yeah,
a lot of
that's
people
damn
are not gonna rent cars. That's the thing. I'm telling you, I'm not dragging my feet. It's just not easy to find a big enough venue right there by the Stub Hub or whatever y'all call that shit.
Hey, Floyd Mayweather, brother, if you're listening, man, I know you got a brand new house out there in LA.
Yeah,
Let TBV man come through, man. Use your goddamn house, man.
You got something?
I know I ain't rolling up, but let us.
He got an L in his hand. Somebody ain't rolling nothing up.
Stick, nigga. Damn stick. But let us use your house, bro. Let us come through and shut off that big ass mural you got back there of you whooping some ass.
But go ahead, JP.
Hey man, start this time over.
Yeah, I could see how, it just costs so much to be downtown LA, even though it's a shitty ass area that's completely congested with traffic. They're gonna charge you out the ass to have a venue down there, so that is a dilemma. But I'll get to the shits though. I totally agree with Mike. I said it a long time ago on the show. For Mikey and Errol, for Mikey, it's a win-win situation. Also, it's a win-win for Errol. I think this could be some more of the strategic planning that Al Heyman does. Reason being, Mikey loses, but he doesn't lose any cachet. Errol gets put in front of the largest boxing fan base, which is Mexicans. And they like Errol, and Errol is very likable. And I could tell you exactly how it's going to go after fight. I'm going to do some impersonations. Here's Mikey. Guys, I really wanted to do it. I wanted to face the best guy out there, and I went for it. Unfortunately, I came up short tonight, but I just went for it. So, crowd goes wild. Here comes Errol. Well, Mikey Garcia, he a great fighter, and I just want to thank y'all for having me. Y'all some great fans. And crowd goes wild. Everybody wins. You get Errol a complete new fan base. Everything's good.
You're absolutely right.
Next thing everything's good there. Now, recently today we had a lot of Twitter beef. You had the Charlo's brothers talking about all the DAZN fighters got a bunch of L's on their record. But one of the things that jumped off the screen to me, love and hip hop. One of the things that jumped off the screen was the interaction he had with Korobov. And, Korobov jumped out there and said, fight somebody your own size. I ain't scared of you. But one thing I just wanted to point out, and I ain't going to go too deep with this, he ended it by calling him a boy. Now, look, I, like you guys, don't know quite what to do with the word boy. I don't think many younger black people do, but there is definitely an historical connotation to the word. And you don't see the white dudes when they fight each other, or UK dude fight a Mexican fighter. You don't hear the boy word thrown around. I think we heard Conor McGregor call Mayweather. I think we heard Tyson Fury call Wilder that, and we hear this. So you hear it randomly, and there's definitely a racial connotation to it, and I'm watching out for the shit. Charlo. Spence and Terrence Crawford, look, man, it's business. And like the trainer said, they got plenty of inventory on there. And let's be honest, if Arum had Al Heyman's cards, Arum wouldn't be rushing over there to fight Terrence Crawford. You know that. There's no reason to do it. You got to stall them fools out, let them circle the wagons, and get to them when you're ready. But we got plenty of inventory over here. That's just a fucking fact. And nobody would do it. It's simple business. You stall them out, you gain leverage. That's all it is. My call.
JP, man, thanks for calling in. And like I said, bro, get with Fern Gully and help me make this thing happen. It isn't as easy as a New York one, right? Like, you're over here, you don't have the eyes to look at the places and things like that. But we're actively, working on that. Let's go to Brandon, North Carolina. Talk to me.
What's up, my fellas? Hey, I got Jacobs, but this is a real scary fight for me. I like Jacobs. I've been following his career for a while. Once he got back focused, I don't like this fight. So Ness, if you betting, if you got some money, man, pick up the knockout for your boy. This could be you might can win some money, man, because we know Jacobs can get hit. I don't seen this Deryevchenko. I don't seen him get hit by that cat that he fought, man, that Jamaican or whatever, and he took it.
Terriano Johnson. And that dude hit Curtis Stevens and had Curtis Stevens drunk.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is Derevyanchenko can take a punch.
He
and
beat him by TKO.
Bunches.
He beat
Yes,
Terry
sir.
Johnson by
saying.
TKO.
We don't seen Jacobs get knocked down a couple times. Like one fight where he knocked him down and then he tried to get him out there and got knocked down himself. So Jacobs, he's chinny. So, and I don't like this fight,
but the
so
thing
I hate he
is,
took it.
the thing is, he went down in the Golovkin fight and got up. And that right there to me was like, man, his knockout days is over. I think like he just get flat. He don't get hurt. He get flash knocked down.
Yeah, but this kid is, and he knows how to catch him. He know how to time him. He been sparring with him. They got so much history together.
Yo, they giving away so
like
much money on a knockout that I can't see Jacobs getting knocked out. It's almost like 3,000. It's almost like 3,000 to 1 on a 12th round, bro. You put like 12 round.
Dang.
Yeah, man, it's crazy, and they group rounding it too. You ain't even gotta just pick the watch. I'm gonna pull it up.
Man, that shit,
Look,
what you
group
mean?
bet, and look, Sergiy Derevyanchenko round 10 through 12 plus 2,000, bruh. That's mad money.
Damn, nigga. So bet 100.
They don't believe it. They don't believe he losing, man. I'm telling you.
I bet $10.
Hey, we'll talk about it.
I just
Sunday,
did that math. Let me tell you
something.
something. I did the math. You could bet $10 on each round and only come out to 80 and still win. Like the cheapest round, I think is 7.
Man.
I think the cheapest round is 7. So even if you bet you spend your whole 80 and win, or he knocks him out in the 7th round, you still make $20 plus your 80 back. Because you get 20, you get 10,000, right? You get 1,000, right? So it's like plus 1,000 on that round. So if you bet 100, oh no, damn.
You bet 10.
Oh, if you bet 10, you make 100.
Nah,
yeah.
That's what I'm saying, man. This cat is dangerous, man.
If you
but
bet 10, you might win like if it's 1,000
plus 1,000.
1,000 times 10 is a not 1,000 times 10, but plus 1,000. Man, y'all help me out, bro. I'm high. Is that $1,000?
Yo, the betting shit ain't my thing, but I'm trying to get into it. It's like, yo, I'm looking at these dudes fight every day. Sometimes I'm getting it right. It's like, man, I might as well make something. But I'm gonna stay on my $10 bet, like Bruce.
If I bet $10, do I win 1,000?
Just stay on it. Bet 10 on like the 5th round, like one in 5th or 6th, because if he's gonna knock him out, it's gonna be something like mid round.
Yo, Mike trying to change his life. He say he been 10 through 12.
That's it. Bet 3,000. I'm trying to win that 3,000.
Nah, if he don't get him early, it ain't gonna happen, because Jacobs get better as
with this. The first time Danny Jacobs has ever in his whole career had to wake up the next morning to do a weigh-in.
Man, this dude is a professional, man. This dude, he eats good. He's look at it.
Let me ask you a question real quick. Let me ask you a question real quick, because I already know the answer.
Go ahead.
Let me ask you a question real quick, because I already know the answer. Have you ever played sports? Yes. Yes. And when you play, every time you play, you had a certain pattern or a certain routine you always did.
I mean, what are you getting to, man?
I mean, everybody know athletes are superstitious. They want things how they want them. They don't want shit out of the norm. And this for Daniel Jacobs is out of the norm.
I don't know,
the reason
man.
Why he didn't weigh in the night before against Triple G? He already said it. He wanted to have a little bit more bulk for Triple G because he wanted to bang with him. This dude, he knows this guy. I don't like this fight, but I think that he's going to be. This could be one of Jacobs' last chances, to be honest. I mean, if he don't get this belt, what does he go after this? The Canelo is gone. That's gone.
Brandon.
Which I don't think Canelo's going to fight.
Thanks for calling in, brother. We're going to go out to Baltimore to... Damn, I just had my eye on the name. Oh, yeah. Comrade, what up?
What up, Comrade? Have you seen Weeds
Yeah.
by chance?
I see 2 riders. Why are you guys riding?
We riding, bro. But have you seen Weeds?
Why are you riding? You're riding. Hey, Mike, you're riding Crawford, and we got Ness riding Wilder.
Who you riding?
Why is it so biased?
Who are you riding, comrade?
I'm not riding. I call it how I see it, brother.
All right, so you ain't got no fighter you like?
So the last time I called in, if you check the scripts, right? I called in on the Ortiz and Wilder, right?
Okay.
And I told you this wasn't going to be a no fake fight. That Ortiz is a real competitor, and look what he did.
He got knocked out.
Wilder got lucky. If this would have went 12 rounds, he would have lost his belt.
He got lucky. He got lucky.
If the bell didn't ring in the 4th or 5th round when Ryder knocked his ass and had his ass shook, Ortiz would have been out of there.
Hey,
you know,
comrade,
you know
if it was a
let comrade do his thing.
I want to see what you guys have to say December 1st.
Oh,
when this man takes his championship.
Oh, is comrade coming
I'm
out
not
picking
from
Fury?
England. I call it. I have to call it how I see it, brother. I have to call it how I see it.
All right, are you picking Fury?
We just needed 4 more rounds. You're riding it. And we'll see December.
Yo,
1st.
my man, comrade, are you picking Fury?
Easy question.
Am I dicking him? Did you say am I dicking him?
No, what the fuck?
Picking
him, man. Where get your mind out the fucking weird gutter?
No. Yes, I am going with Fury on this one.
Okay.
I believe he will go all 12. I don't think this is going to go to a knockout, and I think he's going to take that championship away. What I want to know is if Wilder's going to take the rematch or retire. Which one? Because Wilder said, I will retire if I lose to Fury. So what is this rematch about? Why does he want a rematch?
Because his handlers, man, you know, it's like you could tell you an attorney, look, I'm guilty, and your attorney's still gonna say, all right, let's get you a better plea bargain.
Real quick, I'm gonna promote. Oh, you don't want to get on real quick, huh? All right, my wife is too shy, but she's been watching this bias shit too.
Let her
a little
speak.
biased,
Let her
I give
speak.
you that.
We
But I
love
know you
women
have to
callers.
pick your
Let her
guy.
speak.
Comrade, I'm biased
you
enough.
want her to
Listen,
speak? Go ahead.
I'm biased enough to make you
Mr.
call
Ness
in.
wants to speak to you.
And we'll give you more
Mr. Ness
time
wants to
if your
speak
wife
to
wants
you.
to
Don't
speak.
be shy.
If your wife
Go
wants to
ahead.
speak, we'll give
Hello?
you more time. If not, we gotta move
Hello,
on.
comrade's wife.
Tyson Fury is gonna whoop Deontay Wilder's ass.
You guys obviously come from a good Christian background.
Absolutely.
Oh, goodness. Boy, I'm from the West Indies, the Caribbean.
Oh, shout out to the Caribbean.
You know, yep. I smoke a lot of good ganja, too.
My God.
The best.
So
Linden
wait.
Field
So
Purple is my
wait.
strain.
So what are you saying? People in the Caribbean aren't Christian?
Man, why are you trying to do that, bro?
Oh, well, we work in
Don't do
Orbia.
that.
Obviously, you don't know. We like Orbia. We practice magic. Ask Dylan White about Orbia, and then you'll know about us.
So,
yep.
So no
We'll
wonder
go to the moon and pray.
No wonder you picking Fury.
You're hoping for a trick.
You're wishing on a star.
Hocus pocus.
Well, look at what
Abracadabra.
He's invoked. He's invoked by a spirit. Well, we'll see where that spirit is on December 1st.
Yo,
We'll
hey,
see.
Conrad, make sure you call in.
Make sure you call in
on December 2nd.
I will. I promise. I only call in once in a blue moon, and I'm going to call in when that championship is taken away, and then I want to see what you guys will have to say. Oh, then you're going to rematch.
Nah, man, we're gonna say, comrade, we're not worthy.
You were right. I was wrong.
Yes,
it's not
brother.
me. It was. It's not you.
I'll see you on the next blue moon, December 1st or 2nd, whatever you guys decide to do. I'm calling in then.
Well, we're obviously gonna do an immediate reaction, and we'll also be doing.
Wait. Let me say one more thing, though. Let me say one more thing. Since I don't call in, hey, Mike.
Yes,
you're ignorant or what? You don't know if Spence is going to beat that boy?
Come on, bro. Come on, man.
You're so ignorant, boy.
Right.
You're ignorant.
Make sure you call in
Look at
the day
reality.
after that fight too.
All right, well, I love you guys, and you guys be safe and smoke your good marijuana and thing.
All right, man. Do your thing, baby.
All right.
Have a good night.
Yo, while the Caribbean came out, have you heard the
Yeah, I heard him.
ting
Yeah,
at the end?
The T boy.
Let's go out to Amin in Nueva Jersey.
Just like the king is what I mean. The king is what I mean. My man, get a cup and put some change inside your hand. Now hold up. Let's make this official. Everybody that's agree that.
Yo, long time TBV working. Motherfucking Mike out there looking like Freddie Gibbs and shit. I seen him on that on the joint y'all had there on the road. But look, I mean, he deal with Conrad and his man talking about a business about Obi at this and that with practice magics and things, man. Fuck out of here with that bullshit, man.
Hey, sounded good.
That sound good, that accent.
Hey, no lie though. I used to fuck with Freddie Gibbs hard.
Ness, you know what it is? Yo soy cubano y jamaican.
Oh shit.
What'd he say?
Cuban and Jamaican.
You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm saying? So when I'm telling these motherfuckers from my peoples from the UK to wherever fucking Bush Conrad called from, I'm talking knowledge with this. That's why I'm the fucking king. You know what I'm saying? But let me talk about this boxing shit. Definitely shout out to Info Joe because he always remind me to make sure I make my picks. So let me get Jacobs. Only reason I'm mad I don't have DAZN is because I won't see the Prograis fight.
See? Why you don't got
still not
DAZN?
gonna get DAZN. Mike, I can't do it, man. I can't do it for some reason. You know, we had this discussion many times, Mike. For some reason, I don't know, man.
1 month
I don't feel
free,
good
then
about
cut
it.
it off. That's all you gotta do, man. Do it for Regis. Do it for Tevin.
I just feel I was.
Yo, you sound crazy right now. I
I
mean, it's crazy.
Nah, I fuck with ESPN Plus though heavy. I'm not even biased. I just feel like when I'm spending for ESPN Plus, I get shit I'm not looking for, plus exactly what I'm looking for.
True.
And then I depend on Showtime and PBC to give me everything else.
You
I
got
don't give a
Ock
fuck
and
what those
Barack
boys
on
doing.
the zone doing everything, homie.
Nigga, black who?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I mean, I fuck with them, bro. But I mean, I got DAZN. Shout out to Rick.
Nah, I'm saying though. I'm saying like I fuck with him too, but when I'm talking about that's not enough to.
Damn,
bring
they
me
calling
to
you a
DAZN,
fake
not
boxing
Canelo.
fan, B.
Oh man.
Yo, they said, they calling you. They like, damn, this dude dumb as hell. How he can't get DAZN like it's nasty medicine?
He said, man, shut up.
Damn, US don't support. Damn, get the DAZN free trial.
A child is saying that. See me at appreciation night. You gonna
let him know.
No, those was multiple different people though, for real. You in the chat, you can see that shit.
I know, and they'll say multiple people. We gonna shake hands because they gonna be, oh, I mean, how you doing, man? You look like Idris Elba.
Regis Elba. You in your bag.
I'm in my bag. Let me get right back in. I'm in and I'm out. I'm right back in. Let me get my boomerang now. Fuck
That's
it,
right.
I'm all right.
This boomerang status, you see?
because I'm
killing.
No, go for
Yo,
it.
shout out to Stayless because he be doing fly shit like that too.
Absolutely.
So listen, the zone, man, like, all right, boom. I did the math in my head. That's why you boomerang, because you get to fuck around, you get to light up that GDP, and you get to talk this shit. So I did the math in my head. I said, if we paying, $70 for 2 Canelo fights a year, that's already 140. You're not losing by paying. You know what I'm saying? You ballpark it. Watch some dickhead in the chat. If he's off, if I say 120, motherfuckers, 120. If you pay 120 a year for DAZN, it's still not bad. That's the 2 fights you would have paid on pay-per-view. So
I mean, you probably would have paid more though, right? Pay-per-view $85 each, B.
And then
You can buy the months that you want. So
You probably would have went out, got some liquor.
But the thing is, you still gonna get pay-per-views from PBC this year.
Got some liquor. And just did your thing. You know what I'm saying?
Damn, Stanley said, get out of here with that DAZN shit.
See?
I mean, but look,
my nigga.
yo, World Boxing Super Series, man, plus all the other fights, like, y'all sound crazy.
Plus
90 seconds.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, I don't really care about Canelo, but like, I am gonna watch him.
You tripping?
No, I'm serious.
You don't care about Canelo?
Yeah, not when he fighting dudes like fucking. I don't even know. Oh, Rocky Fielding.
So you tripping, bro?
No, I ain't
Canelo,
tripping.
Canelo won no fight.
No, you think I was at home watching motherfucking Oscar De La Hoya versus Stevie Forbes? Hell no, I was out.
You tripping?
I mean, I don't even know if I was out. I don't even know how old I was when that came out. But I know I ain't watched that shit live.
Seconds.
I was gonna say the fact you know they fought, you watched that shit.
Yeah, I'm just saying, bro. Anytime Canelo's in the ring, you gotta tune in.
Man, get out of there. You just said, yo, he casual 2.0, but we need him.
Been himself.
We need him. He's never been hurt in his life. This guy's never been hurt. I mean, his heart is so big. He's got mad love for everybody.
I can't do a lot of shit, man. I've been through a lot of shit,
but not me. I ain't got no love for all that shit, man. If you ain't got no fire, you ain't got no fire.
I don't got no love for the zone.
I'll change, man.
I mean,
it's not nothing personal.
I mean, but at least tell me that you like football and baseball and like any other sports, right? You watch other sports. That's what it is.
The older I've gotten, it's boxing for me.
Well, you really bugging. Well, you really bugging. Like if you would have told me you was a dude to sit around watching, football, championships and
golf, baseball.
What's all
NFL,
this shit
Super
called?
Bowl,
Playoffs and all this funny
baseball
shit that's
playoffs.
out there. But if you like me and you only fucking with boxing, you tell me you going just not watch a whole nother boxing network, you bugging. I mean, I hope you find it on the stream though. Yeah. But thanks for calling in, obviously.
Y'all call me a casual fan, but I'm the nigga that got the zone.
Nah, but you a casual
ESPN
fan.
Plus.
No.
Can I finish,
Listen.
bro? You can rebuttal. Let me finish, bro. I got it.
You right.
ESPN Plus.
You right.
The zone. Shit, brown sugar free trial. Had that shit. Got Showtime consistently. I'm going to see HBO last fight. I watch sometimes I say fuck this on myself because I don't like the little pauses in between. So I go over to the Matchroom. Sky illegal link and watch that shit over there to see other commentary. So Mike, man, I'm all about boxing, man. If you give me boxing, I'm gonna watch it.
Yo, these dudes with this illegal stream shit, man. Listen, bro. I am true to my word. You feel me? I used to be one of them dudes saying, I wish I could watch these cards, these Matchroom dudes. Like, I didn't want to be the ignorant boxing fan that doesn't know somebody because he's from the UK. Like, I want to watch him. You know what I'm saying? And if Kaz, you think they all bums, that's cool because at least we get to see if they bums and really rub it in when they bums.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? It's better than not knowing if they bums and being ignorant. You know what I mean? Then we giving them ammunition. So me, I'd rather watch it, find out what they are, and call them for what they are, like that dude. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, based on boxing. I pay for the zone, but I do watch a free stream. Cause like me and Ron be in the chat all the time, man. Like this pauses in between the zone is just I'll be like, hey, bro, I go over to watch a little Sky little stream.
Man, you niggas need to do something on y'all laptops in between. That's all. I ain't going bouncing around to no free illegal stream to a page.
I cannot take the fucking.
I just restarted, but I noticed the zone every once in a while now freezes.
Yeah, we just gotta call a latest. I hate when y'all do that shit.
I ain't talking about when it freezes, Ron. I'm talking about like after a match and there's like big.
Oh, you're talking about when it's dead air.
Ricky in Florida. Ricky, what up?
You're talking about dead air.
Yo, what's up, y'all boys? I know I'm late. You know a nigga be out here hustling. I'm on the third shift. I just wanted to call and make my pick. I got Jacobs. Hey, Ness, bet on the 8th round, man. I'm thinking the 8th round. I'm putting my money down too, man. So we go down together.
Wait, you think Jacobs getting a knockout?
Yeah, 8th round, man.
Nah, hell no, bro. You bugging, Ricky. Keep that money in your pocket. Jacobs ain't get a knockout in his last 4 fights or so. You bugging. It's not worth it.
It's a small bet though. I mean, it's a high reward, small bet.
All right.
He got 3 straight fights UDs, bro, and one of them was a loss.
You sound like Wilder.
Who, me?
Hey, man, speak it, believe it, receive it, man.
Low reward, high risk.
I don't know, man. Let me see what bets they got for that though. But
hey, my last thing I wanted to say though was, hey, I like Spence. I like the pay-per-view and everything, but I just feel like, hey, man, you were saying unifications. Now we talking business, pay-per-views. What's up with the unifications? Other than that, you should be fighting Bud unification.
Hey, man,
and Mikey, I feel like
I got to defend Spence though, bro. I got to defend Spence right quick. Same thing that I said for Bud, man, when he signed his contract. Do the best thing that's best for you. And maybe with this new PBC money that's going to come around next year, the best thing for Spence is to go his own route and do what it is. And I cannot shock or get mad for a guy trying to get his pockets right and set up his family for the rest of his life and their life.
I understand that, but I'm just talking in terms of a boxing fan. I'm talking about what I want. Damn what they want. I'm a boxing fan.
If you pick Daniel Jacobs in round 8, that's plus 3,100.
Nice chunk.
Whoa.
Plus 31, Ness.
By knockout?
31, Ness.
Nigga, how much you bet? How much you putting down, homie?
I'm putting down a dub.
Okay,
I ain't taking that bet.
A hot dub ain't bad.
Hey, man. Hey, Ness, I'll call y'all boys on Sunday. We'll see what time it is.
All right, brother. Take it easy. Ricky, thanks for calling in, man. I'm your host, Nesta Gibbs. Find me on Instagram and Twitter at NestGTO. Final thoughts. If you're having issues gambling, contact me on social media. We'll get you some help. We're not bookies, so don't listen to any shit we got to say. And it was a good show. Enjoy the fights. Don't be like I mean. If you enjoy boxing, get DAZN and ESPN along with Showtime, Fox, and wherever else we can get our fix. Spread the word of the show. Help us grow. We're trying to get to 100K before the end of the year. Remember, it was supposed to be 100K before May, so we're definitely dragging our feet here. So help us out. Tell a friend and subscribe to the YouTube channel right here at youtube.com/The Boxing Voice. And final thoughts is really a good time to be a boxing fan at the end of the day, man. It's just a lot of news, a lot of big fights, a lot of fights in general to talk about, a lot of new fighters. I'm excited. Going to be going to Houston to see FA and Jamal. I'm excited that check out my interview with Ronnie Shields. Now we know that Shelly Finkel, Mr. I don't have any more fighters, has FA. So he's getting reinvested in that heavyweight division, huh?
She's something special.
So
just like Mike did.
Yeah, and it's just a good interview with Ronnie. Talking about FA, talking about Shelly and stuff like that. Yeah, that's it. Mike.
I mean,
it doesn't matter what you think.
You fucking got me. That was a good one. That was a good one. But really, great time to be a boxing fan. Then Daniel Jacobs, the Miracle Man, comes back this week, but I think Sergiy is gonna put off a miracle of his own. So I'm going with him. Alberto, Machado. You know what I'm saying? Ron thinks highly of him, and we're gonna see how you feel.
Well, I didn't say super highly. I think he's just gonna win.
You don't think highly of him?
He's all right. He got popped.
Yeah, let me see if I can cover my bet. You like Machado to win, huh?
I got him winning.
Let me see what they'll give me like on a Machado bet.
And who knows? Yuandale could have just got caught similar to my guy named that fought Jamil Charlo, Lubin. So who knows? Maybe just got caught, come back. You know what I'm saying? Could come back strong with a big win. And Kubrat Pulev, I'm excited to this fight, man. I'm not even gonna lie to you. This is like one of the fights of the weekend that I'm really just like looking forward to. So I think Hughie's gonna pull it off. So I'm riding with him. Everything else, man, I'm just saying. Great time to be a boxing fan, and for all you people out there that not going to see Regis this weekend because you don't have the zone, shame on you, bro. Shame on you. That's all I gotta say. Passing on my guy, Ryan G.
As in for the Errol Spence and Mikey Garcia, it looks like it's more likely to happen, and it looks like Showtime is going to start putting on these major pay-per-view fights for the beginning and end of the year. But with that being said, at the end of the year, HBO is leaving with some of these fights. I think 2018 is starting to end with these. What?
Excluding like the Floyd Mayweather like pay-per-views, do we know each pay-per-view is going to be at the same price point? And do we know?
I don't know. We have no clue. Not a fucking clue.
They got to come out with it. They can't just wait till like November 15th and say hey, it's $65 or $75. Let us know now so we can put things in order, so we can buy the fight, so fans can make sure they have money on the first. You know what I'm saying? Don't just leave to the last 2 weeks or last 3 weeks.
This shit whack. I think since I bet already on Evans, I can't bet on Machado.
Yeah, they don't let you. I guess it's
I was bet like that. You trying to like cover your money.
Why the fuck can't you?
Why bet anyway then?
Well, because listen, first of all, in order to cover your money, you're gonna have to really spend. Because Machado is a
bigger favorite.
Exactly. So they're so stupid. Whatever. Fuck your app.
But either or, like I was saying, the 2018 is ending with what's going to be the start of I think 2019 is going to be one of the best years in boxing, just because all the changes, all the crazy moves, in addition to all the new champions. I think that unification route is going to be really big for 2019. So, and Regis, I think Regis is going to have a really good, spectacular showing, and I think that he's going to go dominate. In addition to that, unlike Mike, I don't think I'm going to really be interested as much as the Hughie Fury and the Pulev fight. I'm going to have that on, but it's probably going to be one of my least favorite fights to go watch.
I like Hughie Fury, man. I think he's a good boxer, and I like the fact that he keeps on stepping up, bro. Like Joseph.
It's not even that. It's just the stylistic matchup of a nightmare to watch. I just don't think that I'm going to get anything that's going to make me be retaining excitement for 12 rounds in that particular fight. But if a crazy knockout happens, I'm going to be doing some errands around the house. I'm going to have to rewind it, but I'll definitely say that it's going to be my least interested fight, and the most interesting fight for me is going to be the Danny Jacobs and Derevyanchenko, to see what Deryevchenko is all about. But other than that, you can find me at FightIQ Media on Twitter and Instagram.
Gross1911 on IG or Gross2312 on Twitter.
Peace.
Arrivederci.